I was so confused because you're like, we need to go find our last party member, and I'm just like, turns around.
We have
She's
a
just
secret
standing.
safe party member.
She's just been hiding underneath me this entire time.
Okay, if you want to attempt to look for it, you can go outside the embassy and roll investigation.
Give me 1 second. Or anybody else can do it. Hold on. Incapacity.
Can I help?
Shoot, I gotta pull up my character.
Yeah, you can.
So.
My dog is staring at me with this look of, how dare you not pet me?
Wow. Let's see. Was that an investigation normal check?
Yep.
Okay.
Unless you have a very fucking insane. Oh, Jesus Christ. The DC was 17. You went a little bit over that.
Janek's stupid lucky streak continues.
Pretty much. Okay, so Janek. As soon as Muiri steps outside, and it's just like, I wonder where she is. Just like looking around, all mystified, and just like, been gone this entire time. Janek just like pushes her aside a little bit, sniffs the air, and catches scent of just orc brewed wines and something just so strongly ingrained down, and you just like sniff so hard and start walking over to the mud district, the lowest part of the town, only to find a bunch of orcs partying, celebrating, just getting fucking smashed. Some of them are just incoherently babbling, and then you see little old Helena face down in some mud, breathing, still alive, probably going to be hungover.
Janek looks at Abe and then looks at Helena and looks at Abe. Hey, can you fix her? In Orcish.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up at Helena.
Okay.
Is she asleep?
Currently unconscious, but still alive.
Okay. Can I, like, move her and set her up on something?
She's a 2-foot tall halfling, of course you can.
Okay, I'm just gonna prop her up so that she's leaning back on something.
Okay, easy enough. There's a few buildings nearby.
Less the restoration.
Oh god.
Helena, you wake up to find yourself covered in mud, grime and filth, bit of ale everywhere. And the first thing you see is Ibram casting a spell over you.
Oh, please don't. Please don't.
The spell goes off, and you're no longer hungover.
Never mind. Thank you. I don't know what you did, but thank you.
Off.
That would have been way worse than I thought it would be.
I am now going to take out
Mic on.
like a handkerchief and wipe my hand because I'm assuming that they got all dirty from me touching her.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're about to do something really sweet, but aw.
You thought...
And then I'm going to offer her a different handkerchief after my hands are clean.
I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to stand up and shake off dirt. Just like completely shake.
Just like a dog.
Stephanie like flinches.
Kind of.
No, right?
What'd you say here?
So, Janek goes over to her. I would like to try to cast Mold Earth to trying to just get all of the earth off of her.
You can definitely do that.
Drive.
So you have to throw all the earth congeals into a cube in front of Hollow Nut, that which, as soon as it's done forming, plops onto the ground and cracks.
Okay, Janek is Rat Wally confirmed.
Oh my fucking. Holy shit.
Wowie!
This is Janet.
Janek!
Janek!
You got it. Soon we'll find out soon.
You guys.
Having two druids when you are a binge drinking barbarian. Just
One to sober you up, one to clean you up.
Choose to befriend the party with you holding your hair back while you're over the toilet.
Just imagine. She's not our slave, we're hers.
So how civilized is this town? Like, would there be any kind of shops that would sell like magical type things?
Let me check my random city notes real quick. You go down to shops and innkeeps.
My God.
You can potentially, because you've been here for a bit, you can potentially buy stuff from the Clammed Prawn, which is more like a pawn shop. And then there is the Mage Hands Vex, which is pretty much your typical wizard's wet dream store.
Okay, let's go to the Wizard's Wet Dream. Because I would like to purchase a more expensive wand. So I just came into some money.
Are you guys going to follow Stephanie?
That's fine.
while we're going over, I hand Helena
Mic on.
a pouch of the gold that we received.
It was 112, right?
25.
Helena gets money.
For doing nothing.
You wake up,
wait.
get cleaned up, then undrunken, and then you get paid.
Yeah, we split that 100, right? So I got 25 of it, right?
You got your own money as like
I
a
got my
side,
own 100. Okay.
on top of whatever you got as part of your class.
Okay, cool.
So you get there no issue. It is on the border of the Marble and Pearl, so it's pretty much the upper middle class.
Ooh.
It's a very nice, finely crafted turret, completely made of stone. There's no woodwork, and it's just a chunk of rock that they carved into a boat. You walk in, there's a very calm and looking elf just in a shawl rocking back and forth. They have a very fine pearl choker on, and they're just kind of looking more or less zoned out. As they just rock back and forth, back and forth.
So Bethany walks up, says, "Darling, I was wondering if you had any fancier wands than my paltry, to say the least, apprentice wand." I place it on the table.
She snaps back to reality as she was trancing.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't mean to snap you out of anything.
Oh, it's no issue. I always wake up for customers. And you said you were looking for a more expensive arcane focus? Any particular tastes, fancies, styles?
The most dazzling you have. I want something that catches the eye.
Catches the eye, you say? And she gets up and she has a very odd build. Her arms seem just a tad bit too long, along with fingers being a tad bit too skinny. And she just kind of like effortlessly drifts across the floor. I think Janek has a higher... It's either Janek or Abe that has a higher passive perception. I don't remember which one it is.
Probably Abe. Mine is whoa. Yeah, mine's 14.
It was Abe. So you notice that they're pretty much wearing socks and sliding on the floor. They reach over into a shelf, pull out the drawer, and start sifting through it. Their weird elongated fingers kind of rifle through effortlessly. So they
Hey,
pull out a very nice, almost opalescent, carved stone of some kind.
Ooh.
She then closes the drawer and just once again just drifts over to you and just places it delicately across the counter.
can I say that Janek tries to be stealthy?
Roll stealth.
Always.
Oh god.
He wants to look at stuff. He's not gonna be trying to steal anything. He just wants to look at stuff while being covert.
Roll for stealth, Ratman. See
Okay.
how this goes.
Do it.
Where? There it is.
Now watch him.
So you pretty much. Abe still knows where you are.
I freaking actually managed to keep track of him this time.
For once.
Only one.
The one time you just like out of the corner of your eye see Janek sneaking.
And you sneak off to which direction do you go? Do you want to go behind the weird elf, to the right, to the left?
I'll say I'm behind them looking at just knickknacks and stuff that they have.
Okay, so it's easy enough. I wouldn't have to roll perception. It's pretty much, you see a lot of crystal orbs, crystal shards. You see a fine pair of gloves. And where is it? A very nice hand axe. It actually places this one down. It's, once again, it's opalescent, so it's refracting and shining different colors. It's a very weird gradient from this very soft white and very gentle pink. And when in light, it gives off this yellow, like a yellow glow.
How much is this worth, would you say?
Oh, and she taps her fingers together. Now you notice that she actually has 5 fingers, which is very odd considering she looks a little bit like a moon elf.
Does she seem to be under some kind of like illusion spell, or is this like natural?
Roll investigation or insight, your choice.
Investigation or insight?
Yep.
I have +3 investigation. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Okay. It begins.
Oh,
So
God.
you look very intensely and try to stare through this woman's soul. What you gather is that she is indeed an elf, a very oddly proportioned one, but an elf nonetheless.
Okay.
As a high elf, you do get a better sense of what she is, or what type of elf she falls in line with. She is a very, very rare elf.
Ooh.
She's a Lumerian elf, which tend to live in floating cities that fly around in constant sunlight.
Oh.
They literally follow the sun as it travels around the world.
Okay.
So seeing one that is not constantly trying to stay in a form of light is very unusual. This is probably the only one that you've seen in person and not drawn in a book.
Damn. Okay. Do I know? How much do I know about them culturally to like know what would be something rude? Like, would it be rude to ask her like why she's down here? Would I know that, or should I roll
history with advantage?
Ooh.
Because high elves have a lot of history, these guys.
I have a +5 in history.
Ooh.
Oh shit! I forgot the slash.
Actually, do you have your character sheet filled out in Roll20, or do you have a physical one?
I have I have a PDF.
Ah, okay.
I can sure give you a thing.
Thing.
Yeah.
Give me what thing?
I think they mean. I think they mean they can give you a digital character. Because for us, we just have to. If we want to roll for something, we can just click like intelligence or stealth or whatever,
Well,
and then
that would be
it auto rolls.
convenient.
Yep.
I wonder.
There I gave something to you. It should be in your journal. What did you get? Did you roll twice?
No, I did not roll twice. God damn it. Oh.
While I'm
Okay.
oops, sorry.
No, sorry, I was just rereading. Talking to myself.
While I'm sneaking around looking at stuff, is there anything that like catches my eye out of the ordinary, or just would appeal to my rat sensibilities?
Roll perception or investigation. You do find something.
I got 8 both times. I cannot believe this.
Oof. You find a portrait building of some kind with sapphire eyes. And you, Stephanie, you recall that at one point there was a great tragedy to the point where they actually jumped off their floating cities, which float a few hundred feet in the air. And it left this giant white mark in the forest called the scar. The plants literally lost all their chlorophyll and grew in white.
Oh, goddamn.
And that's all you can really recall about them of history. This event happened about 75-ish years ago.
Okay.
So within
So maybe I won't touch on that. I'll say, rare to see an elf such as yourself in these parts, if you know what I mean. Anything interesting about that?
Oh, I just needed a change of pace. A lot of them did not like me practicing such magic.
I know what you mean. So is the wand worth at least 100 gold?
Do you ask her that?
Yes.
She said it is worth 102 gold to be exact.
Okay. That works. I'll take it. Thank you.
So just mark off that gold from your character.
I have.
She writes stuff down on a ledger and then she wraps a little bow on it and hands it to you.
Nice.
Did you mention what I was looking at? I can't remember.
It was a rodent of some kind with sapphire eyes that gleamed very gently.
You know, I'm gonna go over to the lady and I'm gonna poke her on the shoulder to try and ask her a question.
Are you? I have to ask this.
Yeah.
I honestly have to ask. Are you behind the counter when you do this?
There is a little counter. It's like an open walking around area.
Okay.
She set up a chair in the corner.
That's kind of how I assumed it was going.
So you poke her on the shoulder and she turns around like a complete 180, like she's on like a rotating pedestal. Yes, my dear friend.
I was curious about this little trinket you have. I just kind of pointed it out.
The Curse of Swarms. It is a very odd and peculiar thing. Sold to me, and I studied it very curiously. When attuned to, the wearer becomes cursed, attracting very odd vermin to them. But they can then use that vermin and call upon them in battle.
Oh no! It's happening again. It's happening again.
Do it. Out-rat swarms.
Hey.
Santa.
Hey, at least you don't have to. At least you don't need to spend a bonus action playing the instrument.
I hope you know if she said that loud enough where Muiri could hear it, she's just like behind Janek doing that whole like get it, get it, get it, get it.
How much is it?
Give me a second. I have to check because this is a homebrew item.
Oh god. Oh no.
Oh, okay, it's 115 gold.
He looks at it, looks back at her, looks at it. How does it work exactly?
You must meditate it for a time, become attuned to it. And after that, if you are willing, because this, once again, I am not going to lie to you, this object is cursed, you will attract rodents, other vermin, insects, you name it.
He just looks at himself and looks. I don't think that'd be too big of a problem.
I wasn't trying to be rude, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's fine.
The Rat King.
Rats. We're rats. We're
The
rats.
rats! So at night we pray at night, we're the rats! Are you gonna buy it?
Stephanie is probably just watching this interaction happen with, like,
I
just the
think I'm
most,
gonna
like,
buy it.
oh my god, what have I gotten myself into?
If you wanted, Muiri is willing to do half and half with you.
Sure.
Okay. Are you gonna do the half and half? It's 115 gold total, unless you want to try to haggle with her.
No. I have a very low, well, okay, 0 charisma. It's
I will.
neutral. I'm not gonna test my luck.
Okay, so it's 115 gold, divide it amongst yourselves, mark off the gold, and you get... You want to know what this thing's called, too? In my notes, and I quote, Charm of the Rat King.
Is it small enough to put on a chain?
It is about the size of a palm, roughly. Like, it's like the length of a palm, and it's about as wide as a finger.
Okay, see, could I put it on like a necklace?
Yeah, it's a little, the tail curls back a bit, and you can put a chain.
So I'll pay you 58 of it. You can pay 57.
Okay. 50. Oh, I need a calculator.
What should I write down for the wand? Does it have a particular name?
It's just a fancy made wand. It's 100 gold.
Okay. Fancy wand.
So, are there any crystal focuses there?
She pulled out a crystal focus, so yes.
How many you got?
4 dozen to be exact, as of this moment.
Any pink ones?
I suppose I might have a rose quartz one lying about. Let me check. She goes to the back of the store to what looks to be like a more of a dresser. She pulls out the very bottom drawer, kind of rifles through with her very long witch-like fingers. I sadly do not have a pink, but I do have a light lavender.
What's it do? Anything special or just color?
Just color. Were you looking for something special? Any particular effect you were looking for?
What do you got that I could pay for with 96 gold?
You just see her tap her fingers for a bit. It kind of like drifts off. I do have a small bag of holding.
Aww. Nah, that's okay. I'll stick with mine for now.
As you wish. If you do like, you can
Anything
go
else?
to the store and put a deposit down and pay the rest later.
Nah, I'm good.
As you wish. So I'm like typing the thing down for Jason real quick.
You're good.
Oh, cool.
I completely forgot that I had my wand really freaking customized. I never actually described it.
So what's your wand look like?
It's wood. It's made of wood, yucca wood. It kind of looks like a tree branch, but more like it kind of looks like a tree branch, but it's not a tree branch. And I actually have engravings in it, like carvings.
Ooh, fancy.
He made it himself, by the way.
Nice. So everyone has their things. Does anyone want to browse a little bit longer, see what they have?
I'm broke as fuck now, darling.
Is that in character too?
Sure.
Oh, I'm sure your parents will give you more.
I believe my parents are disinterested in giving a generous hand to me, but you know, here's hoping.
You can always try.
At least
Did
they're not
he have
dead.
True.
Did she have
Dark?
herbalism kits?
Herbalism kits?
Mhm.
She does have one right now.
How much?
5 gold.
Does she understand any languages that I understand?
Let me check the character notes for her. She speaks Common, Elvish, Sylvan, and Orin, so no.
This is gonna be great. I go up to her. First, I try speaking in Orcish to her.
She looks at you and raises an eyebrow.
After realizing that she doesn't understand me, I kind of go, and then I try speaking to her in Goblin.
That doesn't work either, but you now hear a voice in your head. It's a very soft voice. It's like, I grow weary of this. Do you wish for me to translate?
Which voice was it? Like, whose voice is it?
It's similar to the moth that always hangs around Muiri.
I am going to now, based off of how odd elves are and how completely like unfamiliar it would be with elves. Can I try to roll nature to see if this is a wood elf?
Yes, you may. The Akir and Caliphate have a more than interesting history with her particular type of elf. What you can gather, she is not an elf that you've encountered whatsoever. She does not resemble a moon elf you see traveling about, or a sun elf on a crusade or holy venture. She does not resemble a wood elf. She doesn't have the same leg structure, as the wood elves have a digitigrade leg structure. And she is not of a dark enough complexion to be a dark elf or have enough hair. Nor is she translucent enough to be a sea elf, so you're kind of bewildered at what she might be.
Okay, I turn to Thethany and I speak to her in Orcish because she didn't.
Yeah, she just nodded last time.
Yeah.
She kind of like looks at you, like just like staring at you for way too long, like as if she's just trying to like understand what you're saying and she just isn't getting it or something. Like she's like, oh, maybe you're speaking a language I do understand and I'm just not, it's just not clicking because I'm so tired today or whatever. And then she goes, darling, I can't understand a word you're saying. In common.
And then it's even funnier because I don't understand a word that you are saying. It's at this point that where is Helena?
Hanging around.
Can I just go up to Helena, pick her up, and then put her in front of me? And then in Orcish, tell her, please translate for me. And then I ask if she has an herbalism kit.
Do you translate for him, Paulina?
You never manhandle me again.
Something you do eventually translate for him begrudgingly. She has one herbalism kit that is 5 gold.
Okay, I pay the 5 gold.
Okay, easy enough. You get a herbalism kit with all its nooks and whistles and all that.
I have also put Helena down.
Anyone else want to look at anything, any weapons, any other magical goods and or services?
Is there anything that I could use?
She looks down to you and tense her fingers a bit. What are you looking for? There's many things you could use, dear.
I know nothing about magic, nor can I catch anything interesting.
That narrows it down very little. Do you wish to have a weapon enchanted? Do
Do you have
any what?
axes?
Do you wish for a great, a battle axe, and that?
Great battle axe.
A great or a battle axe, or
Yeah. Sorry, my thing keeps cutting in and out.
it's okay. She kind of roots around a bit, kind of goes upstairs as well, and you just hear things shifting, metal clanging. Let me see.
What did you say?
Tim, I'm looking at some stuff right now.
Oh, okay.
That should be better. I turned the Wi-Fi off on my computer.
I was just about to grab my cord.
I do not have a great axe, but I do indeed have a battle axe. It's not currently enchanted, but I do pay for such. You can pay me for such service. What will you?
Do it.
I can do such things. Do you want anything in particular? Do you wish for it to be poisonous? For it to be flaming? To glow light? To shock the enemies?
Amen.
All of those, please.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean this by no offense, but that would appear to be out of your price.
Darn.
Great sword for you.
So then flaming.
Easy enough to do. It will take some time for me to get that set up. Do you wish for me to style it in any way? Or would you just prefer a just standard battle axe? Oof. I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't type fast. Can you hear me now?
Yep. He kicked me again.
Oh,
Okay, so
What's wrong with Discord?
it'll cost 250 gold, but I do take a deposit.
Good. I'll just give it to you.
You have 215 gold?
Yeah.
How do you have 215 gold? Oh yeah, I forgot you do bounty.
Wow.
So she says it's going to take a day to make. And to let you know, it'll be a standard battle axe with an additional D4 of fire damage.
Okay.
Hey, you're doing it how I do it.
What am I doing?
I have enchantments like that in my world as well.
Like, I think I just pirated something off of some notes I read about. And like,
It's surprising how powerful an additional D4 of elemental damage is on top of just the regular damage that the weapon will do.
true.
Doesn't give any attack bonus, but it does do the extra damage, and yeah.
Especially with how
If you
fire.
And also, if you crit, you also double the elemental damage as well as your regular damage.
Just
It gives you flashbacks to Jaylene having her minimum damage be like 50 something a turn,
Oh god.
not including
Can't
actual
wait.
damage. So many things were rebalanced because they would just throw Jaylene at her.
If it wasn't Oneleus, it was Jaylene.
It was Jaylene. It was just she threw Oneleus as an enemy as a weapon and killed it on a crit. Anyways, so you pay the gold.
Mm-hmm.
All said and done, unless anyone wants to shop anymore.
I'm good.
No.
I'm good.
Do you leave the store?
Stephanie is just tagging along currently.
No, okay,
Whatever
so you
y'all want to do.
leave the streets, the stairs, and the town/city is yours. You have a Blue Dragonborn that you have to find, and you have assassins that you have to kill.
So which one do you guys want to do first? The assassins or the dragonborn?
Dragonborn.
Okay.
Oh god, to me, 'cause I have to roleplay that fucker.
Yep, you do. Hoping you enjoy it.
I won't.
Okay.
I'm fine with looking for the Dragonborn. I am interested in how the assassin thing is gonna go, because if Janek can end up sneaking up on the assassins, that's gonna be hilarious.
Oh god.
That'd be fucking hilarious. So, how do you guys want to go about looking for him? We're just gonna ask around town.
Sure.
I was just gonna talk to orcs and anybody see.
So you're going to see the orcs. Who else is doing what?
So I have an idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to attune to my new item.
Okay.
Time. Time.
How long does that take?
An hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can just take the time out to do that. It's not that hard.
So while he's doing that, I'm going to actually use that new spell I got.
Oh, are you going to use Disguise Self? And
Yes, I am.
how do you want to make yourself look like?
Okay, so I'm only 5'6". Can I do a red-tailed dragonborn?
Yeah, you can. Your tail's kind of rigid, though.
How's it
But
read?
it's an illusion. You can't really make it.
It can't track my normal tail?
I'll fucking fight your teeth.
I was gonna say, I got it fixed too.
Okay, so you're good. You're good, never mind. So you're red-scaled dragonborn. Easy enough.
And then
Are
I'm
you,
gonna...
are you changing your clothing as well?
Yeah, maybe a bit more armor looking.
Okay, easy enough. Probably like leather armor or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're doing that.
Then I'm gonna ask around and see if anybody has seen my dear friend, a blue dragonborn that I used to grow up with named Charlie. Because you said the name, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, is anyone else doing anything to look for? Do something to look for him?
He goes
So
up to Janek and says, "Who's this Dragonborn we're looking for again?"
I go up to Janek and I say to him in Orcish, "What has everybody been talking about?"
Well, that's going down. Helena, you can roll investigation with advantage, because you're specifically doing it with orcs. Muiri, you can roll just a straight, I'll say persuasion check. Persuasion or deception.
Oh, deception. Here we go.
Because you are lying about knowing this man.
Where's my +6? Oh, okay, I thought that was me for a second. I was like,
You have,
damn it.
you have advantage, Ari. You have advantage.
No, I rolled a 17 first.
Okay, so Helena, after you leave the group, go back to the Mud District where a lot of the orcs need to be held up. You ask around, they do mention that they have run into a Blue Dragonborn individual. He has a snapped horn and kind of awkwardly sits in the corner, breathing heavily and kind of like clammy and sweaty. And they say he likes to hang out in the depths, which is like the underground of the city. Like quite literally the underground of the city.
Well, thank you.
My dear, dear disguised Muiri.
It's a female dragonborn, too.
So you ask around, and no one really gives you a concrete answer. You get a few people like, no, we don't want to be involved in that, that's your problem. And then you stumble upon a guard who's like, are you here to take him away, fine?
Yes.
Oh, thank fuck. He's in the depths. Go to the lowest district through the stair gate. It'll pretty much take you right to him.
Thank you.
Just be careful. He's been getting weirder lately.
Oh, I'm sure he'll never hurt his old friends. It's fine.
can I say that Janek is following her around?
Are you gonna let it passively attract rats, or are you just going to activate one of its?
I will let it passively.
I get to roll.
Accumulate the rats.
I get to roll something. That was fast. You get 12 rats showing you now.
Oh, God.
I go, oh, are they kind of like, what is their state in terms of health?
Disheveled. Disheveled.
He's gonna start, as he's following Muiri, it's Muiri, right?
Muiri, yep.
As he's following Muiri around and these rats are just kind of coming upon him, he's just picking them up, kind of like petting them a little bit, and then just kind of scrubbing them a little bit to get them a little bit clean, and then putting them down and letting them follow behind him, and then picking another one up.
Tiffany is watching this completely fascinated.
There's also a 15-foot sphere around Janek where people do not dare get near him.
I'm following a little bit behind Muiri. I'm letting her, like, not sneakily, just kind of, you know.
She probably doesn't notice you anyway. It's fine.
If there's any that are, like, particularly dirty, he uses mold earth to try and remove the dirt from their fur.
Okay, it's easy enough to do. You do get them a bit less disheveled. You do see and find one that is a rather bit larger, and it's pretty much pure Snow White, eyes red as fire.
He says, "Ooh, you're a special one," and he puts it in his bag.
Write down one.
This is the best thing ever.
Tiny is bigger. No, small is bigger than tiny in size, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a small rat, small beast,
It's like the size of a cat.
pretty much.
That's a big rat.
You've seen
It
that.
is.
Now it's time for
When I-
cat.
When I see it, Janek pick it up and then go to put it in his bag, can I roll nature to try to identify if what this rat is? If
Yeah,
it's like a special type of rat.
yeah. Go ahead. Roll to identify genus of rat. Because this is going to get interesting. Lucky for you, the DC is 6. This is a skeever. It's going to grow bigger.
Rat baby, rat child.
It's gonna grow to be about the size of a dog.
Oh,
I speak to Janek without getting too close to him. Janek,
Yeah.
why have you put a skeever into your bag?
He just looks at it.
Baby skeever.
It was special.
Do you know that one video of like that one weird lemur thing that's like holding like 2 rice balls and person gives it 3? And it looks so stressed. That's what this creature looks like in his bag. Because it found the cheese. I have a lot of cheese, but not enough hand.
just a quiet, distressed squeak from the back.
It's happy, but it's like, I don't have enough hand.
I can't shove it in there fast enough.
Okay, so I have to go get food. So I'm just gonna say that I'm continuing to do what I said I was doing while I'm following Muiri around.
Okay.
You know, speaking of pets,
This
what
entire-
happened to Helena's pet?
Oh, it's following her around. It's bum rushing like cats and stuff and trying to eat them.
Aw, my precious baby.
That's the
I
one
picked
thing
it up.
Muiri will always keep an eye on.
Your moth's still on your head.
I'll be back.
No problem. I'll have to make the stat block for the skeever because this one's custom. I'll have to make a stat block for the miniature ox beetle. But anyways, do you guys all converge, or are you gonna try to look for more about him, or are you gonna what you want to do?
Stephanie is kind of chilling around Janek, but otherwise keeping a nice crispy 15 to 20 feet away from his rat swarm.
His slowly building rat swarm.
Yeah. And she is just staring with concern. Because I was only informed about the assassins, so I don't know what we're doing with the Dragonborn. Currently.
Do you say that out loud?
No, she's keeping to herself. She's just kind of looking confused.
So what do you guys want to do? Because you have the information. You have a bit more than everyone else because the orcs that talked to Helena said the underneath, which is a very vague statement, as on each staircase that goes up a district, there is a passageway to the underneath.
Muiri's gonna try and find Helena so that she can, like, take her there.
Not too hard to find Helena amongst a crowd of orcs.
So tiny.
Are you keeping up your illusion for a full hour?
Oh, yeah. She's just, like,
Okay.
walking, going, like, my child, you're here!
I'm back.
So
Wait, you said
I'm
that
s-
to
I'm assuming you casted it in front of Helena. I'm assuming.
Yes.
So you do know it's indeed Muiri.
Ooh, can I use it twice?
Oh god, what did you do with yourself?
If you have the slots for it, then yeah.
Does it use slots because of the piety thing?
Yeah,
Okay. I'll keep track of that then.
pretty much.
If you
Sorcerer spell.
unless you can do it as a ritual or something.
It's, I don't think you can do Sky Self.
No. That was a ritual. She's just gonna, like, try and pick her up and go like, oh, come, we must meet your father.
Put me down.
Oh, you want to ride on the shoulders?
I want to give you a big ass whooping.
Oh, don't mind her. She's just full of bullshit.
They were kind of look at each other, kind of like, what?
And
And hand me, you heathen.
leave with her. And she says under her breath, make me.
I'm gonna boob out you.
Anyways, what are you guys doing? Are you guys gonna start heading over to the underneath?
Sure, but Holiness seems to have a retaliation to that.
So as the now Red Dragonborn Muiri leads you to the gate that would normally lead to the Marble District. There, she then takes a... You want to go to the passage to the left or the right?
Oh god. I assume I put Helena down by this point.
Janek is just taking out the skeever and is like coddling it.
It has a tummy ache because I ate the entire cheese wheel.
He's like got it over his shoulder and is just like patting it on the back.
He just like,
Roll animal handling with advantage.
you can't tell me he's not like, this is my son.
18.
It kind of does a weird, almost purr noise. So it is happy.
The red prince.
So anyways, you guys want to go to the left passage or to the right?
I say left.
One vote left.
I'll go left with her.
2 votes left.
I'll go left.
3 votes left. That's majority. Good enough for me.
We're all going left.
So
I'm
to the left.
concerned about the skeever, so can I roll nature to see if the thing is like not dying or something like that?
You can roll nature, but you would figure out the diseases it could carry, or you can roll medicine to see if it's currently sick.
I'll roll medicine. And for this one, I am going to enter into the radius.
So the rats do move away for you. Since you are now entering the sewers, I get to roll a bigger dice. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
I got a natural 20, so you have 20... No, you have 32 rats following you.
Holy.
You now have an official swarm. And Ibram, you check the skeever over. Check its teeth, its eyes, all that sort of stuff. Check its reflexes, making sure things are 100% healthy. It does not have fleas whatsoever, which is very unusual. It has a chipped tooth, but it's not serious. It recently had a finger hurt, but it's not serious. It has like a nail missing. It's growing back. And it just has a stomach ache right now. And it's borderline in a food coma.
I speak to Janek in a language that is not Orcish. I'm going to speak to him in Druidic.
Ooh.
Interesting.
You really mean it to keep the skeever, don't you?
Eh? Oh yeah. Isn't he cute? And he just holds it up.
He's just like this.
And the
Well, you are... How much did you feed it just now?
Quite a bit.
Actually, I don't even think that I saw you feed it.
It ate the cheese in my backpack. There wasn't a whole lot left. Just enough.
Eyes widen as realizes that he bought like a wheel of cheese.
I ate a lot of it.
You did, but this rat ate the other half of it. So that's what you gather, and you enter the beginning of the underneath. It kind of leads down a bit, and it kind of opens to what you would expect to be a very large area. Like, it's pretty cramped. The ceiling's about 10 feet. enough for everyone to completely be in there, but there's like little ramshackle homes made. Here and there, you see a bunch of children in just rags that are kind of stitched together best they could. And anywhere there is a well, there is a beam of light that leads downward, which is the only thing that really illuminates this area. And even though it is night, because of Rotfall, if it's would be day, it is illuminated by starlight, which is pretty bright. Anyways, you see human children, you see some half-elven children, you see a lot of goblins running about. You see the occasional kobold. And when you see a guard pass by, the goblins and kobolds hide. Like, they will like, nosedive into a barrel. They have to.
Stephanie squints at this and is like,
In Elvish, Muiri is just gonna say, "Oh, have you never been to the darker depths of a city?"
I have, but more so the darker depths of much fancier cities, so much more in line with your average depth city. You know, I'm going to say no on this. What? Why? They're hiding from the guards. Is there a particular reason they would be so fearful?
I mean, the goblins.
That have to do with anything?
Oh, I'll be back. I'm being called for some reason.
Okay, no problem.
Holla.
And since you're still in Dragonborn form, one of the kobolds kind of skitters up and just kind of like, just points at you and says, "Dragon demigod!"
Oh my god.
He seems like just immediately start rifling through like a small like side bag, then blows a warhorn.
Oh no.
Then through barrels,
That's
through nooks
not
and crannies,
good.
like they're dropping from the roofs, and they kind of all skitter and run up to you, and they're just kind of like, and they all kind of like in a way start to like kneel down and bow before.
I'm back.
Yes,
Bow
certainly.
before Holland. I mean, not Holland, Muiri.
I just want to say it out of character. We have attracted a shit ton of attention
Yes, you have.
because between the literal swarm of rats that is surrounding Janek, and then now there is a swarm of kobolds worshipping Muiri.
Yep.
You know, I was gonna ask if I could do a thing, but now I'm going to be doing a different thing. So, can I, check some of the check as many kobolds as I can to make sure that they're not sick?
Roll medicine.
I forget that I pop it out now. Oh no.
Were you just doing a general wellness check, or were you checking for something there?
I was doing a general wellness check.
So you're doing pretty okay. It's like, yeah, this one's fine, this one's fine. This one has the alicore, this one has the alicore, this one has the alicore, this one has no limbs. And then you get to one that is just like standing, but you're not sure if it's alive. You're just kind of staring at them. Just enraptured at the state of like, you actually even touch it, like right where the jugular should be, and you do not feel a beating heart.
Can I do a more thorough examination on this one?
Yep, go ahead, roll medicine again.
It's gonna be a fucking stump or something. I just have a feeling.
Oh god.
Okay, so you check again, and you're like, oh wait, this is kind of clammy. And then you try to move it a bit, and then you just hear a And what was a kobold was actually a large pile of filth.
God.
That was illusion took like a kobold. Whoops.
What?
Muiri just kind of giggles as she watches that.
And Muiri, and you just hear, since he speaks Draconic,
Yeah.
the Platinum Goddess sent us a hero! And they all start cheering.
A hero for what?
To go into the deep keep, punch that blue twat in the face, and give us the healing potions! And you just hear, yeah, healing potions! And they're all kind of dancing and rejoicing.
I'm guessing you're having trouble with the Blue Dragonborn.
Yes, the mean gut-headed god sent him. He takes our people and cuts us open and puts a black ook in our bodies and watches us walk around. Plus he takes... We don't really care about them.
Her face just kind of like drops and it's just like, oh. That's
Right.
cool.
So I've been putting it off for a little while now, and does anyone want to inform me who this Blue Dragonborn we're looking for is? I thought I would catch on by now, but clearly I'm just out of the loop on something.
Muiri looks at you and goes like, our god sent us to look for them.
Pretty
Janek?
much
Oh,
the
sorry.
word that Abe knows in common is God, and he looks up at this.
Do I have to roll
So-
deception?
Are you trying to convince them of something?
No, it was just like whether or not I have to roll deception, because it's not a lie. Because she said it in Draconic too.
Did Janek understand the kobolds talking about the Blue Dragonborn?
Roll a perception check, because these ones do speak Undercommon. Let's see what you pick up in Undercommon. So
I
do believe you
speak Undercommon, yeah.
Yeah, just roll perception.
21.
Okay, so you hear like hushed whispers like, the Platinum Goddess sent her! The Platinum Goddess sent her! We'll be free of the Blue Menace! And then you hear the occasional whispers like, are we gonna help her? Hell no.
Did I hear anything about the black ichor?
You hear a faint whispering of it, and you don't really hear what they said it was used for. You do hear that the Blue Dragonborn does steal them and their children.
Okay. I'm gonna start casting. Are we moving, or have we kind of stopped?
You can pretty much stop because you have a horde in front of you of like a good
I am
20 to
going.
30 kobolds.
I am going to start casting as a ritual detect poison and disease.
Okay, how long does that take to cast?
Should be the normal 10 minutes
Okay, easy enough.
to do it as a ritual.
It extends the casting time by 10 times, so
Wouldn't it be a minute?
It would be a
should
minute.
be
then.
It makes it even easier then. So as Muiri's about to speak again, the spell does go off, and about more than half of them are affected by a disease of some kind.
I
Okay.
immediately want to go and start checking the ones that were freaking shown to be sick.
Well, yeah, I'll say that because you wouldn't have seen this, but I pointed it out to you when I saw the ones that were sick.
So
This one, and I also could describe to
Identifies
you.
the kind of poisonous creature or disease in each case.
Yeah, I describe exactly what is wrong with them.
So it is pretty much unanimously all Alacor. And location. But yeah, it's pretty much all the Alacor, just all around. And
Okay.
going off that same medicine check, Ibram, because the infection kind of forcibly inserts itself into the body, kind of puncturing the skin, so it does leave a little bit of a mark. When you inspect them a bit closer, All their marks tend to be around their mouths, like they were force-fed. And that one kind of like leader kobold, which is kind of like a weird, dingy yellow color, is like, so have you come to slay him?
Which one did he say that to?
It was to Muiri.
Muiri's gonna ask the moth if he can tell what's the correct answer for this.
I get to roll for Moth.
Yes.
Moth roll.
It isn't at my quest, it is yours. I'm simply here to observe.
And to get nice, pretty scarves.
Mini pretty scarves.
Why, yes. We are here to slay him, most likely. Especially with what he's done to you is abhorrent.
In Druidic, Janek says to Abe, "We were here to find them, right? Not to kill them?"
She said that in Draconic.
Oh, well, okay.
So,
I call across to Janek. These the kobolds were force-fed the Alacor.
Yeah. I kind of get what you're saying. Yeah. This, whoever this is. At the very least, they should be stopped.
and the old kobolds start dancing, rejoicing. Some start pouring like a weird liquid from a very large cask that they kind of produce from nowhere.
Muiri's gonna take
And they kind of part like the Red Sea and just like, go, champion of platinum, go, 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 go.
Muiri kind of tells them that, and like, does anyone know Elvish?
Bethany knows Elvish, clearly.
Are you asking the kobolds if they know Elvish?
No, I'm hoping they don't. Just like, okay, let's go find, interrogate, and probably murder this guy.
Still don't know who this guy is, but you know, I'm here for the ride.
She does that thing where she kind of like, oh god, what's that movement where they like swing their arm in front of them and go like, I don't know either.
So you guys venture deeper into the depths?
Into the depths.
Sure.
Okay, easy enough. With what you did here from the guardsman, it's pretty much a straight cut from the lowest level. So you venture a bit further, you see, as you get progressively further and further, where it gets darker and darker. So now we're kind of approaching where dark vision is starting to kick in, starting to help a bit. So Ibram's kind of a little bit blind right now.
Torches!
You got a torch?
Yep.
Okay, now there's light. So you venture a bit further and a bit further. There seems to be less and less buildings, more and more vermin. Some of them aren't really rats. You see some weird, kind of like a chitinous dog-shaped creature where its face is with massive tentacles.
Oh,
Can I attempt to identify these things?
Yes, you can.
Do they more or less seem non-hostile?
They see you and kind of go back to drinking from a pool of filth.
Hmm.
They're natural.
What the fuck are my rolls tonight? This is like the third or fourth nat 1.
Hopefully it gets better.
So, can I cast Speak with Animals as a ritual?
That would be minute 2, right?
Do you have but I have to ask, do you have these spells prepared?
Yes.
Okay, because even if you know a ritual spell, if you don't have them prepared, you can't cast them.
Yes. If you wanted to know, I have healing word, speak with animals, create or destroy water, and detect poison and disease for first level spells.
I
So
have Gift of Alacrity, Chromatic Orb, Grease, and Comprehend Languages prepared.
so speak with animals. That'd be a
Yeah,
minute.
it'd be a minute. Easy enough. He cast it. You approach it.
I'm gonna allow that one to be, but if there are any rats kind of milling about, not part of my swarm, I'm gonna try and communicate with the rat that is with anything that's just kind of milling around, and go, hello. I was wondering if you could give me. Do you know? Have you seen a Blue Dragonborn?
Are you asking the vermin of the series?
Yes, I will try to ask whatever, like a rat that's just kind of sitting on the ground somewhere.
Easy enough to find. It's kind of like the blue one. Yes, I know where he is. Mean man. Brings no food.
We're here to try and, well, stop him from whatever it is he's doing. Do you happen to know where he is?
Yes.
I go and I pull out of my bag one of the rations that I have, which I'm assuming there's like something that would be edible for a rat.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Being a rat, and I just kind of throw like what would be a meal for one of them to him and say, "Could you tell me where he is?"
It kind of like quickly devours us. This is a pretty skinny rat. It's like, I will take. It kind of starts like running off.
And I'm gonna try and get the attention of the group and say, "Hey, let's follow that rat. He'll take us to where the Blue Dragonborn is."
Are there
Snare
kobolds around?
going away. There's no kobolds right here. It's pretty much just beasts that are wandering around.
She's dropping her disguise self.
Okay. So the rat's kind of bobbing and weaving, going left, right again, right again, straight for a little bit, and then kind of end in an intersection, and it kind of stops. Do you know how like a lot of series like like there's a little sidewalk on each side, like very typical?
Uh-huh.
It's pretty much like that, but it's a T-shaped intersection, and that kind of turns to you and says, "Across," and points to where like the other side where the wall is. Wall is fake. Keep the other rat away, but not me.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Keep the other rats away, but not me.
Oh. You're smart.
Yes.
Here, and I go and I pull out another piece of food for him and throw him. I appreciate your help.
It eats it, and immediately begins to assimilate into your ever-growing horde of rats.
Oh god.
Assimilate. And then I'm going to try and kind of using my stick and just kind of poke against the wall to see if I can move it.
You do have to get across. Like, you have to kind of jump over if you want to do that.
Oh, is there a gap?
There's a gap where there's a bunch of filth.
Ah, okay. I go, So is it kind of like a gutter?
Pretty much.
Okay. And he just kind of looks at the rest of the group. That wall is fake. And he points at it.
Uh-huh.
Completely out of context.
So, how to get across, though?
It's made out of bricks, right?
As far as you can tell, all across, yes.
So mold earth wouldn't work.
You can try.
I could try. Yeah, I'll try mold earth. I've seen Janek do it as well, so I motion to Janek and say, "You wanna try helping?" As I do mold earth motions.
I'm going to try to mold earth to try and get any earth that's in the gutter, and then use whatever I can find to sweep away any filth and make a dam.
You are trying to use the filth to dam the filth and to clean the filth.
Okay, so both Janek and Stephanie, roll a d20 and add your spell attack modifier.
Okay.
Was there something you wanted me to roll?
Spell attack modifier?
Yeah, just roll a d20, add your spell attack modifier.
Oh, me too?
Yep,
Sorry, I was confused.
it's okay.
Stephanie's just trying to dissolve the earth between the bricks so it could get knocked over with a good hearty kick.
Okay,
Damn.
so with those rolls, what you do is you raise like the solid underpart of where it's actually pretty much stone. You raise it up, but you do it so well, and with Stephanie's help, you make it so intricate. It's pretty much a mini Hoover's Dam.
Oh god.
It's got little model hydroelectric power generators.
Pretty much. That's more.
That's not going to cause problems later on at all.
Once we cross, once there's kind of like a way to cross that's relatively clean, I just kind of motion for everyone to cross across.
Easy enough.
And then once we're all across, I'm gonna kind of not remove the dam, but move it so that it's got a hole in it. So if there's any flowing water, it won't actually stop the flowing water anymore.
Okay.
So you're doing the Hoover Dam thing where they have those little valves let water through.
Sure. Because I don't want to actually stop for a long time the water, because that could cause problems with the sewage, but I wanted just to stop it while we were crossed.
Oh no, there's a flood of shit!
They just say, oh shit, instead.
Oh, shit! Anyway, after that, Janek is just gonna go to the wall. He's gonna kind of feel the wall, kind of knock on it.
Where the rat pointed out, your hand passes immediately through it.
It's illusionary.
Yep.
Illusory.
I'm setting up the thing right now.
Give me those cards back.
Is it going to be
Yay.
one day?
Perhaps.
Give me cards.
Don't mind me, I'm just setting up.
You're okay.
Oh, do you want me to put my character token down?
Yeah, put it towards where the weird phallic-esque shaped thing begins to narrow. Because that's where you guys entered through the wall.
So down here.
Yep.
Cool.
I assume you went in first, so.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
So the large squares with no other miniature squares around them are the pillars, and the ones that have miniature squares surrounding them are desks and tables. The one with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
While oops, sorry.
Sorry, my bad.
Uh,
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, while I still have the speak with animals thing, I'm gonna instruct the rat swarm to follow about 10 feet behind, just to reduce attention a little bit. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Well, if you're talking to your own swarm, it doesn't require you to have speak
Right.
with animals.
Oh, okay.
So those who have dark vision can see to about like this pillar right here.
Okay.
Okay. And the pillars are
I thought
square.
we had a lit torch.
Oh, my
Oh,
bad. You can see
rectangular.
that. They're just large, very ornate pillars that kind of clash against this very grungy and just black area.
Now, Janek is going to say, guys, I'll do a scouting run. Stay here a minute.
Okay.
And he just kind of does like a motion of like staying where they are kind of thing. And then I am going to cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
And then I am going to, I'm going to be concentrating on that. So I can no longer do speak with animals, but that's fine. And I'm going to, that affects, let's see.
Everyone within 30 feet of you.
This doesn't have a limit on how many creatures it can affect. Oh no!
Oh wait, Sage, did you drop a token down for Stephanie?
Can I have this just affect all of the rats?
Oh
It would
no.
affect Swarm.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to, yeah. Oh no.
If you, on the top right corner, there should be like a little thing that looks like it's 2 images. If you click that, you can go to the assets, and you can just drop something down.
Okay, and then
Up left?
Top
You have
right.
to have a picture
Right.
for. You're gonna have to have a picture for your character feed. In
Okay.
order for it to
Let me get that.
be like that.
oh, you know what? I'm gonna instruct the rat swarm to spread out, kind of around me, like I want them to actually be more or less around me, so not behind me, but like almost all my sides, and spread out quite a distance. So not necessarily a swarm, but just kind of rats here and there. Will they be able to do that?
It's pretty much only one swarm of rats. You're just gonna make it so there's like singular rats here and there.
Right. So what I want to do is then wild shape into a rat.
Are you gonna assimilate into your own horde?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, what
Oh,
happens to
literally-
this
Literally, you need that feed thing where you just go into a crowd of people.
And then I'm gonna have, while I am kind of in this this dispersed crowd of rats, which all have a +10 to stealth, and I'm gonna have us all try to stealth into the room. Is that okay?
Are you guys gonna try stealth with them too, or are you just guys gonna wait back here?
Let's-
Uh,
I'll hide behind pillars.
I mean, we're all within 30 feet of him, aren't we?
here we
Actually?
go. Here we go.
As long as you stay within 30 feet of me, yeah.
Oh, then never mind. Anyway, I'm probably gonna use disguise self because I remember them saying that a kobolds get taken, and I'm very adamant about keeping this up now.
Actually, it doesn't say that. Okay, it says for the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you has a +10 bonus to Dex. Does that mean they have to stay within 30 feet or not, though?
They have to stay within 30 feet.
Okay.
Freaking +10 to Dex is pretty chill. So I guess there wouldn't be any reason not to sneak in with you.
So that would be this kind of size to the sides, and then like this, something like that kind of size area, but in all directions. Except a circle. And actually, hold on a minute. That's 30 feet.
Okay, here we go.
That's 30 feet. Let me try something real quick. Can I draw? Oh shoot! I think I can draw a circle that is oh no, that is not what I meant to do.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
Can I? Let's see. Hold Alt and Shift. How big is this?
Struggling to find.
Oh wait, no, that's 25 feet. Shoot.
What you gonna do? You gonna watch yourself in the forehead?
Okay, so that's the same. Okay. Now if I think this is a 30 by 30, well 60 really. Let me see. Yeah, that should be the right size. Everybody still here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Well, I am.
So that kind of a size.
That'll be interesting.
That one wizard token is going to be Stephanie because I couldn't find anyone else.
So funny. Oh my god, am I doodling on that? I did not mean to do that.
I
I'm
guess you
so bad at this.
So
So you guys are going to stealth forward? Those who want.
Oh, I
Ow.
can.
Ow.
Please don't.
Are you guys going to put out the torch, or are you guys going to... What do you want to do?
Well, I have dark vision, so I think maybe we should just go a la darkness, knock out them torches. But I don't know about our less dark visioned friends.
do tieflings have dark
Literally
vision?
just me.
Yep.
Do you have to get dark vision?
Yeah, tieflings have dark vision.
No.
So it's
Oh, I'm not wrong.
yeah. Although you could probably wild shape into something that has dark vision.
Then I can't cast spells.
Yeah, it's true.
And my build is a caster build. If you had been the caster and I had been the one that does the wild shape, it would have been so much of a more of a symbiotic thing. We did our builds.
Goodness gracious.
So I'll stay within 30 feet of Janek, so I can get that nice plus 12.
Same.
The red circles are areas of light where there is torch sconces and candelabras.
Stealth mission.
Oh god.
Wait, hold up a second. I just thought of something that I could do.
So, Muiri, you think you're stealth?
I always hate when you say that.
Janek, you everyone loses sight of you.
Just gone
I
with the
thought-
rats.
Do they see the rats just kind of going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I just thought of something that I could do just to make things even funnier. Okay, so while Janek is casting Pass Without Trace. Can I say that I was casting something as well?
Sure, what are you casting?
I cast Silence.
Where are you casting it?
Janek, you have to wait for us.
I was just trying to show where I was going to go up to. Why am I now centered? What? What?
Because you attached yourself to the circle, so now you're not censored.
Oh, there we go.
Centered.
Thank you, Dort. I didn't realize.
Okay. So, where I cast Silence was...
I'll be moving up at a speed that everyone can keep up at.
Okay, easy enough.
So Sage, you forgot to add your +10 if you're keeping up with Janek.
Yeah. I'm bad at this. In case you guys couldn't tell.
So it's a
It's easy
28.
enough. Yeah, it's 28.
That's pretty comfortable. Frequency for you.
Yes. Stealthness.
Oh,
Okay.
What about you, Helena?
I haven't rolled my stealth yet. Hold on.
Is this interior more like a cave or more like a dungeon? Like, is the floor brick or is it like just straight up dirt?
This is stone. This looks like it was carved like away from everything else intentionally.
Okay.
Helena just rolled higher than Janek.
The infant is just now one with the area around her.
she has faded into the ethereal plane.
I'm just
24
gone.
for Abe.
Or so
Once
as
we get into here, we no longer make noise.
which also does help because now I have to put a token down or something.
God, I wish I could get a token.
Oh, is it the yellow circle?
So bad at this.
Yellowish orange.
Yes, that is the silent circle. I think that's the silent circle. Let me check. Really, 20-foot radius.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh, that's bigger than this then. That's that big. Actually, wait, hold on. Snap to center. Actually, no, that's about right.
Hello.
There we go. So as you guys step a bit further, you do see a figure in robes looking over a dead animal and a dead humanoid. Oh wait, I have to move him out of the circle. My bad. That was off a bit. So he's not affected by the silence spell, and his passive perception is not high enough to notice its existence. So you hear, as you start to draw it out to that point, it's just like, yes, yes.
What language is it in?
This is common.
He's just being a weirdo.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. The results. I have to take
God.
this.
Okay, so I would like to move up to the edge of the light over here on the right, but kind of like more so in cover of the corner of the building. Over here.
Okay.
This
Over
area,
there?
Yes, perfect, exact spot.
where my purple arrow is.
No, other side, first one.
Oh, over here.
Yes, right there. Ah, right there, perfect.
You can ping by clicking and then holding down.
Okay, perfect, right there, this spot.
Do you mind if I go right there, though? As well? Just on the edge of our plus 10 to stealth.
Okay, so easy enough. So you guys are still within stealth.
It worked. I did it. I have a
It
token now.
does not notice you. What do you guys like to do? Is it just like looking over this
I would
open
I
court?
would like. Okay, so I would like to see what the source of light is. A torch, right? Is it on a sconce?
This is a candelabra and it's hanging down.
Okay. Oh shit! It's in the fucking roof. God damn it. Okay.
The light's a bit smaller.
Okay.
What were you gonna do with it?
I was thinking about using mold earth to just like knock it off with rocks from the ground, or just smother it. Because you can do 5 feet at a time, and that's kind of like a level of sconce height.
I have 2 different spells that could snuff it out, but then I wouldn't be able to see.
Yeah. Let's see.
So when I command the rats, is it telepathic? Like with no actual sound?
Let me check what I wrote down. It's verbal.
Okay. Well, I am going to... Well, I can't really move yet.
Because right, to let you guys know, like, as soon as you start any hostile action, you get a surprise round because he has not noticed you.
Okay, so Stephanie is going to cast Gift of Alacrity, targeting myself.
Okay, so you have a D8 to initiative rolls.
Yes. Bam.
I have a question.
Yeah.
He's standing by a table.
Yep.
Can I go under the legs and like stand right underneath them?
Oh yeah, because like there's
You got a
no
natural
corner.
20. Yes. Yes, you can.
Can I try to sneak up behind him and just be like, right there?
With a 31, yes.
And then
he's
all
flanked immediately.
500,000 rats following close behind.
Who to let you know rolled a 25 on stealth?
Oh god.
And then they're also running through a zone of silence now, so they can't even be heard.
So what is everyone doing to this poor unsuspecting Dragonborn?
I'm gonna punch him.
You know what? Just to keep things topical, because I feel like it would make sense, I'm going to unpolymorph.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of poke my head out of the zone of silence, and I'm going to command the rats to swarm him.
They wouldn't be able to hear you.
That's why I said I poked my head out of the zone of silence.
No, they wouldn't be able to hear you since they're in it, because it definitely.
Oh, is that how that works?
Inside of it.
Oh, okay. Well, I kind of point at him to try and get the point across.
Let me roll intelligence for Swarm of Rats. They got... And I have the stats pulled up. A 13, so I kind of get the idea.
And then I'm gonna stab him with a scimitar.
Okay, so the rats are going to attack.
Hold on, before the rats attack, can I hit him with a guiding bolt?
Well, yes, you can. This all happens
Okay,
simultaneously.
the rats are gonna have advantage on the attack roll.
Was that the roll to hit? Jesus Christ, you hit. Surprise round has begun. The rats... Do you want to take the advantage on it, or do you want the rats to take it?
Everybody gets advantage on it.
It's only for the next attack, isn't it? Next attack roll made against this target, or the end of your next turn.
I'll let the rats have it.
You know why that's a good thing?
That's a lot.
Because flanking as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so they got a natural 20. It was like a nat 1 to nat 20. So
The duality.
It's always the duality.
that's 10, so they go 20 plus rat stats. They deal 22 damage.
Can I roll for my scimitar?
Yes, you may add advantage because you are flanking.
Yeah. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, let's destroy this bomb.
Holy shit.
Janek is very, very mad right now.
You're probably not even gonna have to get to roleplay him. Woo!
Just chop his head off instantly.
So that's the damage. You want me to roll it again?
Was the damage already doubled?
Is it?
It already does the thing. It just doesn't double the modifier.
Oh, is it supposed to not double the modifier?
Rules as written, yes, but I figure it's a thing. You have to do it.
So what do you actually roll next? My eyesight's piss poor. So 1d6 plus 3 plus dex equals 1 plus 3. So you
what-
don't do...
I do 1 plus 3 and then 2. And if you want it to be, it could be 2 plus 3, which would make it 9 total damage.
I'll do that, so I'll just subtract 9.
Okay.
Can I roll to punch?
Yes, you may. And don't forget to add your proficiency bonus, because you're proficient in fists.
And advantage.
Would you like to rage beforehand as well? So all this man hears before rats swarm him into his robe, gets stabbed in the side. He just underneath the
Blasted, and he also, before all that happened, he got blasted with radiant light.
Oh god.
Jesus.
Everyone's just bringing their A game today.
So with 1 plus your strength modifier plus your rage bonus. So whatever that amount is, because I don't.
My what plus my what?
So it's 1 plus your rage plus your strength.
How do you have a +8 as your attack bonus?
Because
Well, I
my
have a
strength
plus 5.
+5.
Strength +5? Wait, I thought our proficiency
Hold on, I think-
bonuses were. I thought our proficiency bonuses were +2.
You're off by a little bit.
Yeah, I am.
Because I think your strength is +3.
It's +4.
No, my strength is +3, and then my thing is, so I'm off by like 3. So it'd be +5.
So the highest one would be
19?
yes. So it still hits. So it's so your strength is +3. So that's 4. You deal 6 damage to it. He's looking rough right now. He is bleeding a lot.
Can I use Firebolt?
Roll.
Hold on.
Okay, so just out of character. Did we need this guy alive? Do we need to question him? Or are we just fucking destroying him?
It's up to y'all.
Janek suspects this guy is feeding the stuff to the kobolds,
Mhm.
and he suspects that he might be doing other
It's at
nefarious
advantage
things.
too because you're stealth.
Oh shit, hold on.
He's not holding back at all.
Okay.
It still hits regardless.
and 5 fire damage.
Okay. I think the only one that has not gone is Stephanie.
Okay, so reading the room, Stephanie decides that y'all want this guy iced. So I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
He has to make a con save, correct?
Wisdom.
Oh,
13 is
You got a
the
2 plus 3, which I'm pretty sure does not beat your spell save DC.
okay. Seven.
Okay, so you wouldn't took. To let you know, he is bloodied. So now everyone has to roll initiative.
Oh, and make sure to click your token before you do.
Derp. Hold on.
Oh, it should work anyway. You can see that it's 19.
Jesus.
oh god!
I like this one better.
I'm sure. How's your initiative only a +2? I thought it was your dex.
I only have a +2 to Dex. Wait, no, I have a plus. Wait, no, I don't. I have a +3 to Dex. Why is my initiative only +2?
And I have a +1 to Dex, but for some reason the game thinks that I have a +2.
You add proficiency bonus to initiative, right?
Nope.
Nope.
No. Okay.
So I should have rolled an 11, I think.
Oh, I see what it did.
Oh?
I went to my options and I scrolled down, and it's a feature where it uses intelligence for initiative as well. Let me just uncheck that.
Where? Where is this?
Options, bottom left.
Why is that?
Stephanie, don't forget to add a D8 to that.
That's
Oh,
weird.
It's an option. That's an optional rule that exists.
25.
Oh, I see all of these. Yeah, exhaustion table, stress and affliction, survival conditions. Okay. Yep. Do you want to roll again, or just take the 11?
No, you can take it if you'd like, or reroll if you'd like.
Yeah, 11's okay. I'll keep it.
Okay, so I actually got a 21.
I'll just type that so it's.
So I'm just writing down everyone in combat right now.
I have temporal
Oh my-
awareness, so I get to use intelligence for initiative.
What the? Did it clip your name into the 1?
God, reading your, like, anything you type out is always like, oh yes.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Did it clip your name into the 1? Wait, no, it didn't.
It put
Why
his
is the-
name after it.
Why is the 1 so weird?
Because the colon that shows that it has the colon there, and it merged with the 1. So the colon is one with the 1.
Okay, so now I have the combat order ready. So at the top of the round, we have Stephanie because of time magic.
She always went first, just so everybody knows.
And to let you know, the rats are last.
Time travel. Okay, so this guy's fucked up. I'm gonna use a free action to say in Draconic, best put down your weapons, dear. I wouldn't want them to make this worse than it already is.
Okay.
Any reaction?
He just looks at you and hisses.
Okie dokie. Note taken. I can't cast Grease because all y'all's up all in that biz. Oh.
Do not grease the rat.
Grease rat.
Since you give him bathing.
32 rats covered in grease.
32 slimy rats.
Just make sure that they don't get hit with fire damage after.
So don't use a or
God.
frostburn.
Okay, so I'm torn between. I guess maybe I should make this a whole RP thing, but do you guys want me to blast his face, or should I just kind of hold him down so you guys can have a chat before he kicks the bucket?
Hold him down. Hold him down. Do an RKO.
Okay, so I'll cast hold first.
Okay, what save is that? Wisdom.
13 again.
He got a 15.
Shit.
So you cast a spell, it goes off, you see him begin to stiffen, but shakes it off immediately.
Goddamn. I tried.
Sometimes that's the best you can hope for.
So that was Stephanie. Next is Charlie. He turns around to look at you, Janek. He is, as a bonus action, going to cast Misty Step, and is going to go right behind you.
Whoa. As the pile of rats just fall to the floor.
And let me check something. If I'm allowed to, because my computer's being...
No. You're not
Okay,
allowed.
so it's just... Oh, we'll get some of the rats. Roll a deck save for me, please.
Okay.
He's a blue dragonborn, right?
Oh, it's a lion. My bad. I'm used to the cones.
Let's see.
Helena has to roll that save for me now, too.
And 6. That's probably not doing it. How much damage do we take?
You take 8 lightning damage.
Now his fur is standing on end.
Let me see what the DC is on. You pass, so you take 4 damage.
Oh.
That is his turn. Next in the combat order is Ibram.
Ibram.
Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Healing Spirit.
Ooh, what does that do?
That's my bonus action, by the way.
Oh, Jesus.
I call forth a spirit of nature, and it pops into existence.
Okay, so what do you want it to look like?
Oh, I'm gonna need to fix the description because of how fucky it is. I'm going to make it look like a baby camp.
Okay.
Oh.
So I believe silence drops because of that concentration.
Yep.
Silence is gone.
Let me just.
And does this follow you around, or who are you putting it towards?
I can move it.
So where are you
I'm
spawning?
I am going to plop it down here, and if you'll allow me to move it, Can I move it immediately, or do I have to wait on having that move?
Let me check. Do you?
Is that a dog?
I couldn't find camels. You can't move right now because you just used your bonus action.
Okay, well, whenever a creature moves into the spirit space for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, I can cause the spirit to restore d6 hit points.
Okay. Roll for healing. Because I'm assuming he's healing Janek. Max healing.
6. Okay.
So what do you think as your main action?
There you go. Now that I'm in range, I'm going to cast Produce Flame.
Okay. That's a spell save, right?
Nope, it's a spell attack.
You just hit. You singe this poor Blue Dragonborn. Next up in the combat order is Janek and Helena. Whoever has a higher dex can go first.
Helena? What is your dex?
+3.
+3.
17.
So Helena, what are you
16.
doing?
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna use my movement to go about here,
Okay.
and then I'm going to. Wait, am I away from about 5 feet?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, you have to go back.
up more. Okay. And then I will use my halberd.
Roll, see if it hits.
$14.
That definitely hits.
So it's and that's my first attack. Do you want me to do it again for the other one?
You get an extra attack already?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty sure.
I thought it was at level 4.
I thought it was a 5.
Let me double check. Oh yeah, no, we're good. We're good.
You have
I don't have
rep
only one
attack,
attack.
so you could have made an advantage, but it's a bit late.
Yeah.
Did you add your rage bonus on top of that?
No, I didn't.
So it's 11. You guys are straight fucking this dude up. Next up would be Janek.
Okay. I will use my second wild shape,
Okay.
and I'm going to wild shape into a dire wolf. But, and I need to make sure before this, Is the rat swarm going to continue attacking the Blue Dragonborn on their own?
If you want them to.
Okay, yes. I have given them their orders. They're gonna just... I want them to just keep doing that.
Okay.
I am going to do what I said and polymorph into a dire wolf. My only question is, if I manage to pin the guy, can I try to maneuver around him while pinning him?
If you have enough movement to warrant it.
Okay.
As long as you're within 5 feet.
Okay. Let's see. Actually, what? I need to get the stats for the direwolf. Hold on. What was that thing's attack roll? Oh, and I also need to remember that I have its hit points. I get the attack stats for the direwolf, right? I don't use my own.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So +5 to hit.
You also end up getting multi-attack if it has multi-attack.
Which it doesn't, but the wolf has advantage on an attack roll against a creature if at least one of the wolf's allies is within 5 feet of the creature.
And you got 32 next to it.
I think that's oh yeah, plus the rats.
That's not an ally. That is a healing spirit.
I mean,
Yeah, the rats.
It's just doing it for the money.
okay, the rats will count though, so I should have actually got advantage on this, right?
Are we talking about flanking or?
On the attack roll.
Tactics.
Oh no, because I
Okay,
pack
yeah.
tactics. Pack
Yep.
tactics. Cool. +5 twice.
Oh shit.
I am very locked on.
What's going on? Ooh. It hits.
That is 2d6 plus 3. Let me... D6 plus 3... Well, I could have been better, but I did damage. 7.
Okay.
And what I was wondering is, he must now succeed on a DC 13 strength save, or be knocked prone.
He is knocked prone. He got a 12.
Sweet. Okay, so it wasn't pinning, it's knocked prone, which is actually better. Because when he's... Can I kind of maneuver around him over here, so I'm still within range to attack him, and I'm just on this side now?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Dude,
I've just kind of jumped past him while knocking him over.
Jason.
Mm.
Jason. You as the dire wolf just...
And then the pee, and then I just jump at him and knock him
Target
over.
acquired. And now it is Muiri's turn.
Oh, yay! Okay, hold on. I have an idea. Because Pfeffany had a point.
Just so you guys know, I am actually still concentrating on this spell, so you guys still have a +10 to stealth rolls.
Oh
if
wait, you have
decide-
to roll a con save then.
Oh yes,
With
yes, right, you're right. Let me do that real quick.
I was gonna ask about that, but...
I am forgetful as heck.
15?
You were still concentrating on pass without trace.
Okay, the circle is now there. So it's questionable whether Mothwoman is there,
No,
but
I'm not.
Abe is definitely.
So Muiri, what are you doing?
So, question.
Answer.
Can I use Dragon's Breath bonus action to cast it on myself and then use my action to then use it?
Let me look up said spell.
If it's because when you use it, it's not a spell.
No.
You can't do two You can't cast 2 leveled spells, but when you use the spell, you're not casting it. So I think that should be fine.
That's an evocation spell, right?
Transmutation.
Fuck, clicked the wrong one.
Because what you're doing is you're casting the spell and then using an action to use the effect, right?
Yeah.
If I remember how that's... I've never used it, so I wouldn't know for sure, but I remember reading it.
I know you can use it with familiars.
Yes. That's the big meme.
So 10.
Have a bunny rabbit breathe fire.
There's a bonus action to cast and an action to use.
So I could.
Yep.
Oh,
Just make sure if it's a cone not to hit everybody.
it's a cone.
Because lightning is a line.
So is acid.
I don't think cold is.
You can just have it be a different type of damage.
No, I want to do cold for a reason. I want to see if I can try and freeze him in place.
Oh, smart.
So, yeah, he should be like right in the 15-foot cone.
He's It pretty much avoids most people.
Except maybe the healing spirit, but I don't think it takes damage.
So, is this a... It's a cone?
Yep.
Yeah,
How big of a cone?
15 foot.
15 foot. It would only hit the wizard and the spirit. Yours is set to center on center. It's supposed to be on corner.
The spirit doesn't actually
Have health, I don't think.
have a hitbox. Going by
So what does
video
he
game
have to be
terms.
on a spell save?
For his dex save, it'll be a 14.
He got a 2.
Well, he definitely didn't pass it. And her intent is not to murder him, but just freeze him to the floor.
Okay.
So, oh god, I have to have my phone.
Incapacitate is the name of the game.
3d6. D6.
If you explicitly say that you don't want to kill the target, then you can just drop it to 0 and knock it out.
Okay.
Okay, so he's starting to look pretty rough. Pretty rough. So,
Can you move the spirit over here, because that's where it was supposed to be?
what you guys see is where? Top of him?
Over here. Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
So what you guys see is the two figures on the table begin to twitch and convulse. They stand up and rise and move forward. This one just stand. That is their entire turn. As they kind of looked up and assessed the situation, and that was. Now it is the rat's turn. They're going to move over.
Rats.
They just hit. Jesus Christ. He is not looking great. His eyes are darting, he is bleeding profusely, and he is looking for a way out. So back up on the combat round, we have Bethany.
You're not getting out of this one, buddy. Can't do Grease because y'all are crowding him again. Greasy frozen man. I feel like Toll the Dead dealing specifically necrotic damage. I can't like non-lethal that.
Well, there are these things over here.
Oh yeah. Okay. So are they undead? Can I tell if they're undead or just like alive or what?
You can use your action to inspect them, if you'd
Okay.
like.
I'll do that and let them know. Let my team know what's up with those
Okay, roll a history or medicine check.
I will do it. Do I get to pick?
Yep.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be history. I'm proficient in that.
These creatures are under the effect of the Alicore, and they are at the final stage where they are nothing more than a mere husk that is being animated by the force of evocation, not necromancy.
Okay, so they're not curable.
They're at this stage, no.
Okay.
You do recollect that they are vulnerable to fire and acid damage.
Okay. So I let y'all know that. And that's my turn.
Gabe has no idea what you just said.
Oh, right.
At the same time, Zach, would I, at a glance, with the way that he knows about it, would he put two and two together himself?
Yes, he would.
Okay.
Thanks. Right. Stephanie went. It is now this fucker's turn.
Is this the first time that Fefani's ever seen?
I would say yes. She's heard of it. She's been told about it, but it's the first time she personally experienced it. Unless she saw that on her travels to this country from her own, which is possible because the High Elf continent just lost their crystal, right? The main city.
Yeah, like the capital.
Yeah. Probably not though. Yeah, this is probably her first time seeing.
Looking for a spell.
Is there just like a big old thing with big red letters that says enemy phase over it?
Okay, so he takes out a miniature pan sculpted of clay and casts Maximilian's Earth and Grass. Taffy, make a strength save.
Oh god, no. Muiri has a -2.
Holy shit. Stephanie
are...
can use her reaction to activate a chronal shift.
What does that do?
Roll that.
She gets to reroll?
Yeah, she gets to reroll. I could do it on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, and I can make anyone reroll after I see the result. If it's whoever, I can make him reroll if he rolled something good.
This is just
I can use it twice per long rest. It's a reaction.
Okay, so once again, you still fail. DC was 15. So what does happen, though, is what everyone sees that Stephanie begins to move her hands and a spectral glowing clock appears, and she literally moves the hands of time back a bit for you to react. So you do get a bit better. You don't get knocked. It pretty much grabs your leg instead of just slamming you to the ground. But you still do take the full damage, and you are... restrained.
Okay.
And you take 12 damage.
Ooh.
He's in as an action. Going to use... Or... Look at the rules for this real quick, because I'm probably going to use it wrong. Because I know I did it wrong with match. Okay, he's going to use Quicken Spell. And I need you to make a Wisdom save for me.
Muiri?
I have a question.
Yep.
So he
Oh
just
god!
cast he just cast a leveled spell, right?
Yep. He used Quicken Spell. You
Is he
quicken.
quickening a cantrip?
Yes.
Because if it's not a cantrip, then he can't do this.
I thought he could.
Nope. Quicken spell allows you to cast a leveled spell as a bonus action, or a cantrip as a bonus action, but you can't cast 2 leveled spells on your turn.
He's casting Toll of the Dead.
Okay, that one is okay then.
She got a 0.
Ooh.
Are you gonna use your chronal shift or are you gonna save it?
Oh.
I'm curious what happens.
I feel like Toll of the Dead isn't. Are you damaged? You have full health?
Not anymore.
Oh shit. Oh wait,
She
like
got
before
fucked
this
by the
attack?
first.
Before you were at full health, though, right?
Yeah, it was.
Because that spell does more damage if you're missing health, but if you're not, then it's not as
I
much.
had 27, I'm down to 15.
Okay,
So
shoot.
it won't kill me.
It won't kill you. I'm not gonna use my chronal shift. I'm gonna save it.
Okay.
It'll knock me out.
You take 9 more damage.
Oh, yay, I'm not knocked out! Even though it was a nat 1.
That is his turn. Next is Ibram's.
Okay, so as my bonus action, I am going to move the healing spirit over here.
And she regains 1d6, right? Or is that her next turn?
First time that they enter the space, the thing entered her space, so technically she entered the thing's space just by herself, not doing anything.
So you regain 3 health, Muiri, and you see a baby camel just trying to cheer you up
Oh, that's adorable.
as you're being restrained by a giant earthen hand. That was your bonus action.
Wait,
With
wasn't
my
he
action.
prone and frozen?
Huh?
Wasn't the wizard guy prone and frozen?
He is prone.
He's still prone? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I am going to I'm going to move over here. No, wait. There. My mistake. Okay. Now that I'm over here, I would like to cast Produce Flame at this target.
Okay. That hits. Roll damage. So the flame
It
hits
is started.
and you notice that it doesn't burn as much as it should. But as it is a deer, it does die. It just doesn't go up in flames as it should.
Not one. This one is a deer.
Which one are you targeting? Oh, that
Oh,
one?
this one.
Okay, that one's still up then, but it's pretty hurt. It just didn't take the double damage that it's used to.
Okay, so I move 20. I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
And I end my turn.
Okay, next up is Janek and Helena. So Helena goes first.
I'm gonna hit him with my halberd again.
Okay, are you doing it non-lethally?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to bonk him.
Okay, roll for bong.
You also have advantage because he's prone.
Roll for excellent bonk.
Big bonk.
You just get 2 nat 20s and you accidentally cave a skull in.
That would be horrible. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, there's advantage.
Yep.
There I go.
So you hit, roll damage. Don't forget to add your strength and your rage bonus.
The reason why she's raging is because she can't kill him.
Just like trying to show restraint, but it's so hard for her.
She's just getting flashbacks from a life she didn't even have.
Pretty much.
So it was my rage plus my what?
Plus your strength, so it's 2 plus whatever your strength is, plus the weapons damage.
So plus 5.
Okay, so how do you want to knock him out? Because he had 8 hit points.
I'm just gonna take it and just bunk. Just like straight up lift it and just go bunk on the top of his head.
So you see her lift this large halberd over her head. And it looks like it should knock this person out. And she just goes bonk. And the Dragonborn falls over. He is now unconscious.
The rope, I'll tie him up.
We're not out of combat yet.
Nope.
No, okay.
So now it is Janek's turn.
I would like to have the rats stay away from these things.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have them kind of just pool over here somewhere, because I don't want my precious rat babies getting hurt.
You know.
I am going to go over. Let's see. Oh, how many feet of movement do I have?
Isn't it 30?
40.
I'm a dire wolf. 50.
Better than I thought.
Wait. What's up?
2 by 2.
Hmm?
You should be 2 by 2 in size.
Oh yeah, that's true. The embiggen the rat.
Oh god.
Embiggen?
Lord. And now I do snap. And now I do snap to center. Okay. How can I position myself to make best use of flanking? I'm gonna run right over this guy
Okay.
and kind of go over here, and I'm gonna park myself right here,
Okay.
avoiding taking opportunity attacks. And I'm gonna sit right there, and then I'm gonna try and smack the thing with my big dire wolf energy. 19.
That definitely hit.
Okay, it falls prone. Does it fall off the table?
Let me
It has
roll.
to make a strength save.
Oh yes.
Got a natural
Sorry.
20, so I'm pretty sure that passes.
Okay. I do 2d6 plus 3 damage. This. Ooh, good damage. 12.
Okay. So, how much damage was that? 12?
That was 12 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I'm going to say that I just kind of chomp onto the thing and tear it in half. No idea what this is, actually.
So you bite into this eviscerated elf male, easily tearing it in half as it was beginning to rot and does not taste great. And half of it plonks to the left and the other half to the right. It is deadened.
Dead.
Next up is Muiri.
Am I
You
no
are-
longer restrained?
You're no longer restrained.
Oh, hell yes.
And because did she start her turn? Hold on
Yep.
a second.
We get more healing.
Woo!
Another 4 healing from Muiri.
Yay! I got 13 health now.
Yay.
I can survive a toll of the dead.
Let's see. Oh, the circle has been moved. The Narvik effect. Ah, Janek. Fuck. Ah, starting to get names mixed up again.
She is going to use Firebolt again.
Okay, roll see if it hits.
I think that hits.
Yeah, how do you want to do this? It was like 1 HP.
It just ignites.
So it takes it a bit as it's not lighting up like an oil fire as it should. But it does eventually take fire, and now you smell burning, rotting deer. There are no more enemies that you can see in your immediate vicinity. And I would like you guys to roll a quick perception check real quick before I go to the bathroom, because I really gotta go.
No.
Is my passive not high enough?
Okay, yeah, you would find it then. You find a note.
Hey, I got 15 too. For once.
I don't know if you can see it. Can I hit show to
Oh, yeah.
everyone?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta go, so have fun with that.
Okay, bye.
Janek is off in the corner looking at some rocks.
He found some interesting mushrooms.
And through this, is an institution making position. Well,
Huh.
student will also computer know making position. They which
Okay, I'm gonna BRB as well. I also have to use the bathroom, so
each of
I'll wait it.
Yep.
Okay.
here wisdom
Oh, it was a baby elf.
inquisitors are also
Tieflings and plant touch? Possible ascension.
Plain touched.
Oh, plain touch. It says plant. Oh,
I kind of put things together.
me thinking
I'm
of-
used to.
Hello.
I thought he meant like Groot or some shit.
How's everyone doing?
dream
Deciphering.
gender which will add to your order citizen
Oh, I found an even better effect for the thing I posted. Hold on.
Okay. Oh god, shit.
to the position. And this goes beyond
I'm gonna use the bathroom real fast as well.
Okay.
Then I'm also gonna cool myself off because
The bathrooms
I
I should.
have a hot dog laying next to me deciding that snuggle mode's the best.
He go.
Oh, Zach,
Yes.
can I say that I have the spirit just fucking following Muiri around until it dissipates when the spell runs out?
You probably get one more thing of healing before it goes kapoof.
Are you sure?
Yes. How long does it last?
1 minute.
I mean, after finding the letter and reading it, you get one more healing than kapoof.
Oh, I was gonna have it actively following her, so
Probably 2 more healing, son.
we're only 2
I won't.
rounds into combat.
I return.
In that case, I'll just say it heals her up to full.
That's a lot. But
I mean, it's healing her every few seconds, so it's probably gonna get her all the way up.
Every 6,
what's
right?
her max?
20-something? And she's at like 13 right now? Yeah, I'm just gonna say she's at max.
Okay, well that's a thing.
19 heals, I'm pretty sure that puts her close to max.
Does Stephanie know anything about this Lord Blacklight?
Roll history with advantage.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, it's a good one. So what you recall about Lord Blacklight specifically, the current head of the Blacklight family, he's been around for an unusually long amount of time. He is, as of right now, 103 years old.
Is he a human?
He is a human.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
So, Muiri,
Yes?
all those D6 rolls was you being healed by the spirit? Are you at max?
In and out, in and out. Let me see, 12.
19 healing.
Yeah, I'm at max.
You were right, Zach.
I got 27 health.
So, you know that he's 101 years old. He does not seem to suffer any infirmities with his age.
Okay. So does he look young or does he look old and he's just fine health-wise?
Your last memory of interacting or being anywhere near the Blacklight family, he was rather spry. He could actually run.
Okay. Interesting.
The Blacklights were also very well known for their dabbling in divination and necromancy.
Okay.
There's been many rumors, especially amongst your family specifically, that he is probably some kind of lich.
Okay.
You did however, hear that he was revealed to be a vampire.
Okay.
So that explains a lot of it.
Okay, this is a lot. Whiplash, back and forth. So he is a vampire.
He is confirmed vampire. You also do know that with your dealings with his dealings with your family, he did supply a very unusual amount of vampire blood and vampire heart for spellcasting components for your family.
Well, thank you, Lord Blacklight.
It's also unknown how they acquired their large fortune.
Okay.
And that's all you can recall.
Cool. So Bethany's pretty chill with this dude. She doesn't go down on necromancy or any other type of magic. And vampires, she's like, oh yeah, there's, vampires are vampires. Not a big deal. This note, however, about human experimentation is a little human, quote unquote, humanoid experimentation, sentient beings being experimented on. Rubs her slightly the wrong way. So, especially that big, let me highlight, elf age 3. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no morals. Chaotic evil.
Yeah, okay. Cool, and so is Lord Blacklight, the Blacklights live in this country, right? That we're in?
Lord Blacklight came over here and Lady Blacklight, however, they're the head of the family currently, but they're still cousins and stuff like that are back in their home nation.
Okay. So the heads are here.
Yeah, no one else really. Maybe the occasional, cousin coming through to say hi, but that's about it.
Okay. Well, I think we should have a word with Lord Blacklight.
I mean, kind of hard to do, saying he's being put to the stake.
You killed him.
Well, we didn't.
We'll return to Janek.
Janek's just kind of like twiddling his fingers.
Sure,
like,
killed him, not us.
I may or may not have caused him to be discovered to be a vampire.
And you just kill a man.
I mean,
Yet again, it's not us doing the murdering.
You can certainly try to talk to the guards because you did kill Father Sarde, which no one liked. So you can try to use your weight.
I mean, we didn't kill him.
You're part of it.
Jason.
Yeah.
What I found, just freaking found that Janek, along
with a metal helmet.
With a pet rat, too.
So what are you guys going to do while you're here? Because you have not explored the entirety of these chambers.
Explore the chamber then.
Roll investigation.
Because I assume our blue friend is still incapacitated.
Yep.
Do you mind if I well, I can do a short rest after we're done investigating.
Can I tie him up and then do a medical check on him?
Yep.
I'll go over and lend assistance.
Oh god.
What the fuck?
I'm so glad that I said that. Do I give him advantage?
I guess.
You didn't kill him.
Wait,
He's not doing much better.
do I give him advantage through helping?
Okay, yeah, you get advantage. You get one more roll.
Okay.
He's not moving anymore.
Okay.
So who else is rolling investigation?
Janek just sees you going with a scalpel. He's like, wait.
Like, the skills are natural.
Because Stephanie and Muiri both find a unlocked chest that has what was it? 250 gold.
Ew.
And it has 4 gems.
Muiri hands you the gold and takes the gems.
It is 1 rose quartz,
Okay.
1 sapphire, 1 emerald, and 1 onyx.
Those. Okay, so could I tell at a glance how much those are worth, or should I roll some?
I'll say with your noble background that altogether those would probably be worth, judging by their fine cut and jewelry status of quality, that altogether is probably worth another 300 gold.
Ooh. Okay. Now I give
Rose quartz, sapphire, emerald, and onyx.
I give Muiri a look. Has Muiri spoken Elven?
Yes, she has.
Okay. So then I say in Elven, I won't tell if you won't, darling, and I put the money in my pocket.
Dragon instincts appeased.
Greedy wizard and greedy dragon. Does anyone else want an investigation?
I will.
Okay.
After helping... Oh, sorry.
You find 3 rings. All have diamonds or other sort of gems in them.
Mm-hmm.
Who else wants to roll for stuff?
After we're done stabilizing the guy and tying him up, can me and Abe search?
Yes, you may.
Abe, what is your investigation out of character?
You want
What?
to know my investigation?
Yeah. What's your investigation score?
This is something that you wish to know.
Yes.
You really want to know.
Yeah.
Mine is a +2. I want to know if yours is better.
I have a 2.
Okay. Do you want us to roll separate? Do you want to roll separately, or do you want me to give you advantage?
There's literally no difference in that, except for the luck, of which I've had garbage out of combat.
You know what? Fair enough. Let's roll separately.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I'm so sorry, Dort.
Can I say that I'm looking for something that is a little bit more specific?
What are you looking for?
Does he have... I'm going to look to see if he has any herbs or other kinds of materials that can be pounded into potions or medicine.
Roll investigation. Okay, so Janek, you go searching around, and you kind of run your hand along against the wall a bit, and like, wait, this rock kind of feels kind of funny. So you push it, and it goes click. Like, oh no, oh no. You move your hand away slowly, and you're expecting something to blow up. And all that happens is the wall kind of slightly just tilts, so it, like a little bit like an extra chamber. And all there is a small pouch in the center.
What's in the pouch?
It is about 3 platinum and 10 gold.
Ooh. About or exactly?
Exactly, but I'm just being dramatic.
3 platinum, 10 gold?
Yep. And Ibram. So, I'm gonna steal your character token for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, these little squares, there is a mess of kobold bodies and viscera. But the 3 squares towards the center are alchemical apparatuses and a bunch of bottles that are a very weird ethereal blue with a very weird label amongst them.
Can I read what it says?
It is not a language that you recognize,
Okay.
but there is many of them.
Okay. So I am going to pull something out of Xanathar's guide.
Okay.
Tell me whether or not it would apply. Actually, do you have Xanathar's guide?
Not on me, but I do have it.
Do you have a PDF of it?
I have D&D Beyond, and I have pretty much every book.
Okay. I'm actually just gonna share my screen and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about.
Let me enlarge in the screen. So you're gonna try to investigate it?
Herbalism kit stuff over here. Wait, did I have the right screen open, yes? Yes, I do.
Okay. Are you gonna roll to try to determine what it is?
Yes.
Okay. Roll medicine or nature.
Can I use my herbalism kit to help?
Yes. And add your proficiency bonus on top of that.
So I
If you're already
double my
proficient,
proficiency.
yeah, you're pretty much expertise in this for this one instance. Okay.
Okay, so that's a 15.
So you kind of switch the liquid around a bit, look at what's in the apparatuses, and you pull out what seems to be what's refining this in the substances. You look in it, and you look at the supplies he was using. He was distilling a very, very effective, yet volatile cure of some kind that you're unable to determine to what it can cure. However, you do notice that the substance is incredibly volatile to the point where if it is in contact with
from what you can gather, any form of chlorophyll, other than what is being refined, it would become explosive. So meaning that the refining thing actually has several different layers to where the thing gets filtered out, so it doesn't explode in on itself.
Okay. I am going to calmly turn around and I'm going to say in Orcish for both Helena and the Janek to hear.
Mm-hmm.
He appears to have been working on a cure of some kind, but after looking at the cure, I think that the cure is actually an explosive.
Are you showing it to everyone?
Janek just...
I'm not showing it, I'm just saying out loud.
Do you point it out? Like in the direction where the potion apparatus is?
I'm standing next to it,
Oh, okay.
so
You just yell out then.
So, does he have any herbs or alchemical ingredients that I can take?
He has a plethora. He has a literal chest full.
Can I determine that I can use some of this stuff to make medicine?
With that, going off that roll again, you can probably get enough ingredients for about, I'll say, 5 potions of minor healing.
Minor healing or just healing?
Minor healing.
How do those work? Just 1d4 plus?
Oh, I thought the 2d4 were the minor healing.
No, that's regular healing.
Okay, then there's potions of healing then.
Okay, so I can make healing potions.
About 5 of them, what you can gather.
I'm gonna take those ingredients.
Okay.
So I found the bag. I'm gonna take the bag and I'm gonna go over to wherever Muiri is and Stephanie, and I'm gonna take the bag and I'm gonna kind of shake it and say, "Guys, look what I found."
Oh, wonderful!
Muiri
And then I-
frantically shoving things.
And then I open it and I just take out a copper piece and just kind of hand it over to Muiri.
Thank you.
Is anyone else going to check out the potion?
And then he takes another one out and hands it over to Stephanie.
Why, thank you. She takes it.
So
then he-
is there any way that I can think of that I can ground these freaking potions so that they don't explode?
Roll a nature check, just straight. Given your knowledge and the resources available to you, it is not particularly known unless you can find the exact notes that this person used.
Can I go up to him and just rifle through his things?
Okay, yeah, go for it. You do find several journals, all of which are written scrolled chicken scratch-esque language. Muiri, you do peek over and you notice this is all just draconic. It's very messy draconic.
She's gonna look at Helena and go like, "Hey, you want to do some translating for me?"
Sure, why not?
Cool, because I gotta read these.
Okie doke.
So she's just gonna translate it for everyone.
Okay, so
Okay,
you
so you're translating it into Common. At which point, Helena is translating that into Orcish.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, you don't find anything of particular note in the first few editions of his personal journals, just escapades through many towns. Created a living and sentient giant spider that has human hands that hug a open gaping mouth.
Oh, I hate it.
Yep. To which he somehow, through questionable means and smudged writing, impregnated it, to which it gave birth to a half-dragonborn, half-spider child.
Hate that even
Oh
more.
god.
It's at this moment that Abe just looks down at this Dragonborn.
To which both of those spiders, and he specifically states he's unsure, but it somehow got loose and turned a few people into egg sacs and just went crazy on a town.
Oh.
And then there's an in-depth study of its biology. It seems like it's the spider, but the half-breed one ran away. You kind of skip through it because you're kind of scared of what you might find next. You do find what appears to be recipes. You find the most recently dated one, and it says, finally, a better cure. I'll probably use this and just overprice it. Ingredients: refined aether, 3 parts, 1 cracked empty soul gem crushed with Jeweller's Kit, then burnt for 3 hours. 3 leaves from an elf fruit that have been dried for 3 weeks. And refined blackroot. Seems to cure most things. However, it's extremely volatile. It does make a good explosive in the right condition. And underlined several times, removes alacor, albeit violent.
Huh.
Symptoms from consumption: vomiting, nausea, sweat, clammy hands, loss of motor skills, duration 5 hours on average.
So we can make a bomb.
So, based off of the ingredients that I heard, would I know a way to make it not explosive?
As you do know a cure for the alacor, it is missing a very common ingredient that you get in the Deathspire waste, which is a type of cactus. You're guessing that he substituted a few things here and there to make his own cure. However, you have not heard of refined aether at all. That is new to you.
I have an idea.
Oh?
I have to take a long rest before I can do it, though.
What are your plans? Because now I'm interested.
When I cast Entangle, I can choose what plants grow, right?
Yep.
Can I just make a field of those cacti?
Yeah.
And then I can harvest it.
You also still need, because your potion is different, it requires a desert cactus. It still requires the elf fruit, but it requires a demon's or devil's heart.
I was more thinking on trying a way of modifying this potion without exploding it, where it just nullifies that bullshit.
Okay. It'll probably take quite a bit of research, because you have no idea what refined aether is whatsoever. You don't even know if it's a plant, if it's a substance. Mystery to you.
Okay, so did it say that it's... Do I determine whether or not it's safe for the thing to be transported? Or is it just... No.
It will only violently react in the presence of chlorophyll, meaning that unless you put a leaf or a branch in it, it's going to be pretty much... It will have its effect, just won't explode. So the only thing that's at real risk of exploding right now is the apparatus itself, not the potion.
Okay, I'm gonna take those potions then. How many are there?
72.
Holy shit.
Okay, so there was 72.
Mhm.
How many of those kobolds were there?
That were infected, 12.
Okay.
Are you thinking of using kobolds as test subjects?
No, I was going to give the kobolds 12 of them so that they're cured.
So are you guys leaving and doing that?
Probably should take the
Okay.
Dragonborn with us.
Do you drag them?
How
72 potions of explosive cure-all.
Pretty much.
Oh, God.
Abe, note that I hand you a platinum coin.
so
How platinum as well?
how widely spread is this disease, and how common is it for people to have a cure? Like, how rare is this cure right here? I know it's bad right here, but would Stephanie want to get some of this and send back to her academy, her family, to study?
So you don't have to roll for any of this. So
Okay.
for process and ingredients, you have heard of refined aether. It
Okay.
is pretty much refined ectoplasm.
Okay.
Wait, who was it that I didn't give money to?
And as far as you know,
Okay.
and I've heard, it has only gotten to the Dwarven lands as of when you left. And it seems to only affect larger cities that have a rat infestation.
Okay.
Helena, you see
So
Janek. Oh, sorry.
So it seems to be handled pretty well. We're not desperately in need of a huge cure at the moment.
It's pretty much a lot of the cities and countries are under kind of a weird lockdown where it's pretty much only thing allowed in is supplies, meaning that the drivers themselves of the carriage gets kicked off. They get the goods transported, checked, and they get their carriage back.
Okay.
So everything is under a very extreme lockdown right now, unless this town or city has not heard of what's going on.
So Stephanie probably wouldn't have a huge desire to get some of this cure to send over to so things get running smoothly, because everything's
Last
kind of
that you heard, your city's pretty much fine. You have not had any reported cases or anything.
okay.
Even the High Elf sages that live in Elfanaheim pretty much are starting to prepare for the situation.
Okay, so we probably have it handled. Okay.
As of when you left, which is probably about a week or two ago.
I go back, everything's just completely destroyed.
Yeah, what's up, Muiri?
Does anyone have a piece of paper?
I actually do have a lot of paper.
Can I borrow it?
Yeah, here you go.
She just kind of takes it and quickly writes down the recipe and then just hands you back everything but that one paper.
Are you what? So you're handing her the recipe book or every recipe but the cure-all?
She copied the cure-all recipe and kept the copied recipe on herself.
Okay, so Stephanie, you have a copy of the cure-all recipe. You also have a cure-all recipe, Muiri, I'm assuming.
No, I was keeping the copy and giving everybody else the actual normal one.
Okay, so everyone has access to the cure then, or a version of it.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna send it.
So are you guys leaving the sewers now?
Yes.
So you're walking out. You start to slowly, kind of like it gives way back to the slums, as you would call it. You do see a bit more of those red tentacled chitin beasts. They get a bit closer and actually take notice of the Blue Dragonborn. And he actually begins to wake up. Then one of those tentacle beasts bucks him in the face, knocking him out again.
Ooh.
Even
Nobody
nature's-
likes this dude.
The kobolds were actually waiting on the outskirts, waiting for you guys to come back. And they actually approach. And they take notice of Muiri mostly, and they're like, ah! Blessed of the Platinum One. What happened to Red One?
Has it been an hour?
Oh, hell yeah. The travel on top of that? Yes, it has.
Yeah. Hard, just like, shit.
When you got to the sewers, there's probably about like 5 minutes left and all that investigating.
Because like I had recast it when we got to inside.
Okay, then it's still active.
Okay,
I didn't hear you recast it, that's why.
I thought you did, but yeah.
They're like, Red One! Is this one dead?
Not yet, but soon.
They all cheer and rejoice, and they actually walk up to you. And they hand you a letter.
Oh, I'll read it.
Is
A
it
silver seal.
She's gonna read it.
You have big balls for finding Charlie. I do know, and I'm particularly interested in you. Haven't met one of my family in a while. Kind of awkward given how long I've been alive. But anyways, before I get too scatterbrained, oh wait, I'm writing this down. Fuck. Meet me, like, it kind of gets all scratchy. Light of God, Steve, place. Yes. Then ends.
She's gonna just put that in her little back pocket.
And they're all just dancing still.
the ones that I've noticed that actually had the disease? I'm going to give one of those potions each to them.
So subtract 12 from your current count of 72.
60.
So they drink it very graciously, and immediately and very nonchalantly, their mouths open and they begin to barf out the ichor. It's kind of like when you ever see a baby spit up and they're kind of unfazed by it. It's kind of what you're looking at.
Just like,
Goodness.
horrible. Just gonna.
But as soon as the ichor leaves the body, when your cure or your people's cure is used, it turns gray, then it's kind of melts into the soil. This one turns clear, like it's just bile.
I'm still gonna do the thing that is common, and I'm going to apply fire to that stuff.
It bubbles and hardens to a almost sugar glass-esque substance.
Okay, now can I do medicine checks on the kobolds to see if they are healthy again, or if there's any unknown thing that is now wrong with them from drinking it?
Roll medicine. They're gonna have the shits for a day, and they're probably not gonna be able to keep down food. For about probably a day and a half. But they're cool.
That's a small price to pay for being cured of the nasty disease.
What are we gonna say, Muiri?
Can she investigate the glass substance by tapping it and trying to figure out what it is?
So you draw your clawed finger to it and press it lightly. It then just kind of caves in. It's very brittle.
She's gonna keep some of that and just study it later.
Okay, so you just grab a handful, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
You noticeably disappear.
Just write down handful of stomach paste.
Oh god.
Many small position is low. The number of small violence.
So I assume we all would have to do a rest before we deal with the, you know.
Sorry, what? You're breaking up on me.
I'm sorry, we're probably gonna want to do a rest before we deal with assassins. So,
True.
So, is there anything you guys want to do? Anything you want to do, or do you still want to turn him into the police? Do you want to still try to talk to Lord Blacklight?
Didn't he die?
He's being put to the stake, but it's not like.
Oh, he's not dead yet.
It's been like about a day since they actually were like, yeah, he's arrested and stuff like that. So he's probably gonna get burnt soon. You just don't know when.
Okay. So what would Stephanie know that? Because of the conversation I just had, I assumed he was free and good, but then they said they put him to the stake, and then she was like, "You killed him," and then they're like, "Well," so she doesn't really know.
Roll investigation then. You're now outside the sewers.
Okay, investigate. Bam.
He's going to be executed tomorrow, and he's being held at the prison in the Pearl District.
Okay. Well, I would like to talk to Lord Blackface. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Oh no, Black. I'm so sorry, Lord Blacklight. Before he gets executed, that was so bad. I'm so sorry. I was trying to make it silly, guys. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Would anybody like to tag along?
Janek is just like, no, I saw enough of him.
Alright, well, make sure this lizard over here gets somewhere not in... somewhere where we can keep an eye on him. I don't necessarily trust the guards around here.
So you're gonna split off and talk to Lord Blacklight?
Yes.
So for everybody's sake, and plus your political leverage, you can get a supervised audience with him.
Hey.
So what are the rest of you guys doing in the meantime after he walks off?
I'm just gonna straight up ask, who was that the person that just left?
That was
That?
Stephanie.
I don't know who she is.
High Elf Noble. Kind of blends in with her siblings, from what I'm remembering. I don't remember any of the siblings. Basically, just helping us out. Pseudonis, and we could trust him.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of that, I have to mail a letter. And I'm gonna mail it to, what was it called? The place I have a key to. What was it called again? Was it like the Bloated Owl or something?
Yes.
She's mailing that copy of The Cure.
Okay.
And like with it, it has a note inside that says, "For all the times you've saved me, here's this."
Alrighty then. So you guys, aside from that, just gonna take a long rest, or are you guys gonna turn him in first?
Are we?
Are we gonna talk to him?
I mean, I'll turn him in.
You wanna,
Returning? Well, well, then we're going to the prison anyway.
We all
So
just,
you guys
catch
just
up
gonna
with Stephanie.
try to catch up to Stephanie then?
Sure.
I guess.
Sure.
So you guys run to catch up, and you're probably about to hit the Marble District. You're pretty much in the long crossway where it would lead to the residential areas. There's a large fountain there of white
And the whole
marble.
while, we're still dragging this freaking Dragonborn along with us at increased speed.
Can I just say that the rats are carrying him along?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Surfing.
Yes.
And you catch up to Stephanie right at the very end of the fountain. And you
You
catch
get bored without me.
up, right as Stephanie says that, those who have a high passive perception and are not Muiri,
Oh god.
I have a 14.
I also.
good enough. If as long as it's over 10, personally,
Yeah, I can see it.
you notice that as you know you're looking around, you notice that there was a piece of paper that was flying, then it kind of just stops and it kind of goes almost like a reflected image that kind of blurs a bit and you see copies of it. However, the fountain's still kind of, the water moves and the little, decorative jets that kind of move around magically are still there. And then, Abe, you notice this first before anyone else. You look up and the stars are burning brighter than usual. And for a minute, you swear you hear the flapping of wings. And before anyone knows it, and before anyone else can get the word after Stephanie, you just hear plop, 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 ouch, ouch, fuck, 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 fuck. And pretty much before you, with 6 mangled wings after a crash landing, you just see the person you've been helping this entire time. He kind of dusts himself off and it's like, God damn it, fucking mortal plane. Goddamn other side of fucking limbo. Overshot it. Goddamn.
Tiffany looks quite
You okay?
confused.
Are your wings okay?
I have learned a lesson. Don't try to shortcut to the material plane through Hades. Not a good idea. Lesson learned.
You know this, man.
That's a
Stephanie,
god.
roll religion, Stephanie.
Okay. Wow, that was bad.
You know he's a part of the outside pantheon, which is commonly worshipped by tieflings, Asimar, and half-elves. You don't know his name. It kind of slips your mind at the moment. Anyways, I just heard you struck a... Oh god, that took a lot out of me. Why didn't I just use a palanquin? God damn it. Justinian was right. When Andy left, he took all my brain cells with him. Anyways, blah blah blah, cryptic bullshit, blah blah blah, struck a decisive blow, blah blah blah, he was working to adapt them.
Who?
Question.
Yes.
Very, very, very question, but not sure how it'll work.
Go on.
So, can I cast Healing Word on him?
Do you want to cast Healing Word on him?
Kind of, because he looks like his wings got messed up. So
Oh, like one of them's kind of bending in the wrong way, so yeah, go ahead if you want to. One of the wings snaps back, and he's like, oh, that felt good. I like you. You're doing good. Good child, good child. He kind of pats your head. Mind you, even though he's speaking common, you can understand him, because God, nonsense.
So he's speaking in super now then.
Pretty much. And he's like, so he got,
Fuck that dude. He
What?
killed so many of my land fish. Fucker.
No, he's probably
Wait,
gonna die.
hold on. I actually wound up fucking up the roll because it has this as an attack roll, but healing word isn't an attack roll. That's how much he got healed.
Still enough for one of his wings to snap back.
Okay, I need to go
Anyways.
back. Oh, shit.
Anyways, I more or less just came down from the heavens and fighting a goddamn war to figure out what do you want to do with him. Because I can just, and you see him just grab the air and pull open this rift, and you just see an ever-shifting world of chaos. We can throw him in there.
I
That
mean, okay.
what? But I mean, is that really? I
It's only if you
mean,
want to. I'm a god of choice, for God's sake. You do what you want.
This.
Wait, that's not working.
This is just more of a fun suggestion.
Would Muiri know what plane he lives in and what plane that is?
What?
Would Muiri recognize what plane that is?
Yes. You do have some limited knowledge of the cosmology.
Okay, there we go. I fixed it. Sorry for spamming chat.
No, you're okay. I didn't even notice. So I would ask, why would you want him closer to you?
I have a giant floating walking palace. If he could manage to get up there, I would be surprised. Besides, he would just get smited anyways. Or I can just summon Pandemonium, which is constant screaming. I would throw him in hell, but me and
They'd have too much fun.
me and Absy don't get along, so you'd probably promote him to devil.
Team, can I have a huddle real quick?
To let you know I'm a god, I kind of hear all and see all that my heralds do.
Sure. Huddle.
Sure, why not?
So I know I'm new here, but how long have you known this guy? In my experience, planier outsiders typically don't have the mortal plane as their highest priority.
I hope you know Muiri
You just hear from
is not in the huddle at all.
I just hear from it, Stephanie, you hear in the distance, "You fucker, I saved half the half-elves and all the tieflings, I do care."
Quiet, huddle.
I can hear you.
I'm not in the huddle either because I can't understand a word that she says at all.
Is it just Janek and Helena?
Janek is petting his rat. His rat pet.
Muiri showed off her hoard to him too. She's like, look.
Stephanie
Ooh, what's that?
notices Helena for the first time. What? Who are you? How long have you been here?
I've been here for a while. I don't know who you are either.
Oh. Well, I'm Stephanie. Nice to meet you.
Too
I'm
short
Helena.
for this.
As far as I know, he's a good person. So, I mean,
Thank you.
could be too.
All right then. I'll leave it to you guys.
And I mean, it kind of looks like a fun area for him to be in, especially since he's not really a, good person.
Okay,
True.
so, once again, you hear the yelling from the distance. It's only if you want to.
Do you think we could get any more information out of him, though? Like, perhaps where this all started? I don't know if he would know much more than Blacklight, but you never
He
know.
probably would.
I mean, I could punch him awake. Or stick one of my dirty socks in his face.
Roll for punch to life, please. Roll an attack roll.
The last thing Muiri is showing him is her little moth.
Oh, one of his.
It's one of mine now.
I can tell. I still don't really like those things. Okay, yeah, you
Oh, God.
punch him in the ball. And you just hear,
He's awake!
and it keeps going.
I don't think Make it
I
work.
mean-
Do it again.
Okay.
Roll another attack. He actually turns aside and pukes.
Yay!
Okay, he's awake now.
Janek actively moves his rats away from the guy.
Collective rat sadness if they wanted to eat the puke.
Oh god!
Ew.
That's disgusting.
They're rats. They're vermin.
Just gonna
So, this is legitimately the only thing I could think of when this entire thing is happening.
Oh fuck. Oh god.
I saw on a song.
Add that to the playlist.
Anyways, as time is frozen, you have pretty much a damn near unlimited amount of time. You guys can deliberate amongst yourselves as to what to do with this Blue Dragonborn.
I mean, he's awake. I can keep threatening him to punch him in the balls again. He's just gonna eventually lose his testicles.
I think one of us needs to find out what he knows about this disease and how he began to work with Black Light.
I mean, we can.
I'm not very charismatic, but I could attempt if no one else wants to.
Oh,
I
I mean,
mean,
I could.
you definitely have enough evidence against him with all his journals and whatnot. And with the Lamplight's resources, or not Lamplight's, Blacklight's resources, you can certainly get someone to translate the Draconic for you. And then damn him and his family even further, ruining their reputation and pretty much losing their noble status.
I can speak Draconic.
Yes, you
I
can.
can also speak Draconic.
Yes, you can as well.
Rar.
Oh, that reminds me. You see this very tall, dark-skinned figure walk towards you and kind of just flicks your head. And a bunch of
Okay.
starlight and geometric equations fill your mind. And then you're still back, and you hold in your hand a crystalline feather.
Stephanie?
Yep.
What the?
Welcome to the club. Have fun saving the world.
I don't want to be in any club. What is going on?
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
just rude.
it's your choice to work or leave. They're just trying to save the world, dear. It's just trying to save the world.
Think of all the cool shit you could get.
Think of all the cool things you could do, like punch someone in the dick.
And learn more of that forbidden time magic.
Can I roll something to figure out what the hell is going on? And also, how do you know about that? Glare.
I'm a god who pretty much talks to many of the other chaotic time gods. I am well aware of your dealings. I am well aware. And I do say, you're quite well versed. I am keeping an eye out on you.
Okay, should I roll an Arcana or a Religion to figure out what the connotations of what just happened to me are?
You can roll either or.
Okay, I'll do Arcana, because I haven't rolled that.
He pretty much used a mass time stop to give you a pocket of time to deliberate a decision. This god's intentions are indeed true. You don't
Okay.
know what he means by save the world, or the context of that.
Right.
You do see, as you look at the skies, it's like star above, you do notice that there is a battle that has been frozen,
Okay.
that was previously invisible. You actually see that, now that you have a closer look at it, the shining stars are actually angels, devas, and solaires, and the darkness around them are just beasts in this everlasting storm.
Jesus.
He pretty much stopped what he was doing to come talk to you.
Oh, fantasy Jesus. Would I have? Do I know if there would be any kind of connotation to accepting this? Like, would it be like any kind of agreement I would be beholden to, or would it just be like, yeah, I'm just hanging out?
With that intelligence check, I'll roll that you do know that this is indeed a god of choice. So he's not binding you, he's more like, have some fun.
All right, I'm in.
He pretty much will give you guidance when you want it, and just leave you alone when you don't want him, and show up when he's unwanted.
Well, he's always wanted to Muiri.
All right, I'm in. Now, who wants to?
And before anything goes further, he kind of pulls you in a bit to whisper in your ear, "You're my favorite time mage by a lot. I don't like the bitter one."
Flattery will get you nowhere.
That wasn't flattery. The bitter one's just no fun.
Well, in my experience, you are correct.
And you actually do get a twinge of a memory from that. You do remember a bitter time mage named Fletcher. You interacted with him once. He was a noble family that were actually much wealthier than even yours. You don't remember what happened to him, though.
Interesting.
Then after that, he kind of fades a bit and just kind of drifts away. Anyways, I'll be waiting for your decision and to unfreeze time.
Cool.
And he sits down at the fountain and actually pulls something out of his very wispy night sky robe and just starts polishing his nails.
Yeah, I can intimidate information out of the dude.
What?
What'd you say, Ari?
I said I can intimidate him to get information.
Muiri's just gonna crouch down and go like, "So tell me about yourself." Draconic to Charlie.
And he's still going. So.
Literally going at him and say, "Suck it up, baby. Suck it up."
Is he still going on like this for a bit?
Yep.
Okay. Abe is actually getting annoyed by it now. And I'm gonna healing word him.
You hear him take a deep breath.
Okay, he took the deep breath.
Yeah, he's just catching his breath right now because he got hurt.
Well, that's no fun.
So, what you're saying is, this is what happened.
Just punched.
Pretty much.
Are you feeling any better? I say to the lizard. He's not a lizard, he's a dragon folk. I'm sorry.
I mean, I got tied up, beat up in my own lab, and now I'm being dragged somewhere I don't know, where there's a very literal god near me. So I'm not very well.
I just mean, are you able to communicate, honey?
He just turns at you and gives you a look of scrutiny.
We need to know a little bit more about our situation. I feel like you could help. We could talk to Blacklight, and he could probably give us any information you could give us. And we could just toss you in that burning hole that guy opened up. Or we could just leave you to the guards or something much less horrible. Up to you, but if you want to cooperate, I think we can strike a deal.
Roll intimidation with advantage.
Hell yeah.
Maybe I could feed him to my rats. As
I got +0 to intimidation.
Or I can just punch him in the dick again.
That's just enough. He's kind of scared.
Hey. So how about it?
I mean, I don't have a choice in the matter now, do I?
Muiri's
Cool.
Everyone has choices. Your choice just ends in death.
No, dear. You've been my worshiper for long enough. You have freedom of choice, but not freedom from consequence.
Oh, that's good.
You've read my teachings, and yet you do not know that. Shame.
I get distracted by the pretty pictures. Leave me alone.
I mean, fair enough, I do too.
So what can you tell us that we don't know about this disease that's ravaging our land?
It's a lot more widely spread than everyone thinks. Much.
Where it started?
Oh, it started about a year ago, give or take. I was studying it much before then. For about most of my life now. It used to be when you applied it to living tissue, it adapted it, made it more accustomed to the environment it's in. For kobolds, it made them more intelligent, more predatory, more tall, more strong.
Gave them wings.
Yes, indeed. You put it to a sentient, let's say, human. It elongates their lifespan and makes them a bit more magically tuned. You put it on an elf, they live even longer. But become prone to madness. These results were stupendous, and I tried them amongst many other races. But as time went on, they became more and more unstable, and all reached critical mass. Once again, about a year ago, all the experiments stopped producing positive results, and they just went mad, living tissue of hatred and spite consumption.
So what happened?
I don't know. It's almost like they got ravaged by some other force. The winged man steps in. That'll be a Thias for you. Whatever he's calling himself this age.
Thias.
The dwarf god of storm.
So
He
with
got very grumpy one day when I said I just choose for his weapon not to kill me. And then threw himself in the stuff.
So if it does all that to normal people, what does it do to a god?
I do not know, nor do I wish to know.
so you made this?
Are you telling that to the god?
No, I'm asking the wizard. He said he was working on it well before the outbreak happened.
Me make such a thing? No. It's been existing underneath the world for ages. And they say this in unison, it is the bedrock of all life.
Huh.
It is pretty much the primordial ooze from which most things spawn. Well,
So
most things from this world, not your kind.
so like most things, gods just happen to fuck everything up, huh?
Ouch! I give you all the ability to choose.
Well, you're excluded currently.
I mean, thank you for the consideration, at least.
Okay, well, I'm satisfied with everything you can give me. Anyone else have any questions?
This isn't draconic to him again.
Uh-huh.
If you were studying it and how it could change people, why were you working on how to make it tougher to destroy?
Because at the time, it was producing beneficial results. And it seems to have a memory. It shares it collectively. I thought, since everything it touches becomes weak to fire and acid, why not just make it stronger? Elves, being the magical folk they are, produce the best results, but they're also exposed to much magic. I doubt there's not an elven child that runs around not knowing the spell Firebolt, so I thought it was wise. But now, things are much more widespread, and they're starting to learn even faster than I can teach them. I have no doubt that at any given time they'll learn to just resist such things or avoid them. They actually are beginning to recognize me.
I don't think that's as good as you think.
They do recognize something else, though. There was an elven man running amongst the forests. I thought he was running away from them at first, jumping from tree to tree, climbing. But then he landed and they just looked at him. The hunting party found him, and he just screamed and they just ran past the hunting party, not bothering to attack him.
So they're scared of this man?
No, I don't think so. I think they just listened to him.
So, do you have anything else to tell us?
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Eat shit and die. Fuck off.
Can I punch him in the dick again, please?
You don't have to roll for it. You just punch him again. You zip back to.
I'm done with him.
Well, this man seems to be trying to recoup the beneficial situation from this horrible disease, although he seems to be going about it in a terrible way. I see no reason why he should be damned to a fiery pit.
Question.
I do not.
One vote, no fiery pit. One vote, one vote. Can we get two? Can we get two? Maybe three.
Question. Can I roll investigation to see if I know the man he's talking about?
He didn't give a description. All you heard was elf, and you know many, many elves.
Oh, okay.
We have one vote, not eternal damnation.
I vote for fiery pit.
One vote, eternal damnation.
1-1.
Personally, I don't feel he deserves such a fate. However, he was performing acts that were ghastly.
3 votes. No.
Oh yeah, I was in the
2 votes.
bathroom for most of the journal stuff, so I actually don't know what was in that. I kind of tuned in on like some weird spider stuff.
Literally, if you're able to get out of the prison cell, we'll be able to do exactly what he just did. We stick more, whatever the crap is, with more people.
Well, if we solve this disease problem, or I would say more so God problem by then, perhaps you'll actually be doing some good rather than evil.
Infecting people wholesale with a virus or disease or whatever this is not something that should be done, regardless of whether or not it is evil. It's
I'll
unnatural.
be real with you guys. My brain's told me I was typing that it was supposed to be 3-year-old deer.
Oh,
But I kind of just rolled
okay, well.
with it. I kind of just rolled with it. I'm like, this is canon now, I guess.
Wait, what?
That is pretty fucked up, but like a deer, yeah, that would be like, I don't know if
It was
Stephanie would even
supposed to
have
be
a
the
problem
deer on the
with this
table,
dude.
but then I was like, oh wait, I just wrote elf again. Fuck. And like, I guess this is my life now. I guess I'm committing to this.
Yep.
Elf deer.
It was a wood elf.
It was just a druid.
Yeah, it's fine.
Good show.
1-year-old druid.
Oof.
So 2 votes, no
That
eternal
almost makes
damnation.
it worse.
1 vote, eternal damnation. All that is left to vote is Ibram.
Muiri,
Uh,
answer real fast before the vote's cast. Muiri's gonna ask him 2 last things.
Okay.
If we let you go, what would you do?
Well, you read my journal. It's kind of not hard to see what else I would do.
And tell us more about this other person, then. controls or scares the monsters?
Well, he was wearing tattered robes and messed up fingers. That's all I saw of him.
Oh, messed up fingers.
Wait a minute.
Roll investigation or insight.
Tattered robes, messed up fingers.
I mean, if you want to put one and one together,
Yes,
or make a theory.
I would like to put 1 to 1 together.
Was he moving unnaturally?
I mean, I heard bones snap and split.
Okay. I think we all know who that was, except for maybe Pfeffany, I suppose.
I don't
Yeah,
think we
he
need him
was-
anymore.
I was able to see who he was helping, though.
Hmm.
He was accompanying a shorter woman, most likely a dwarf. Not well equipped for battle. Very unusual.
I have a question. What's your
Okay.
relationship with Blacklights?
They're a very morally ambiguous family, and they allow me to carry out my research. Even supplying me people from the prisons every now and again.
Understandable.
Both is also considered. I mean,
Alright, well, I'm team no demon hole. Prison seems just fine.
You could always send him to the less bad place.
True.
usually. Good. These
So, not a internal damnation?
I think the gods should have no say in this matter.
As they should, but you know what? Some people get involved. I'm just here to watch.
Leave him to the judges.
And with that, everything resumes back to normal. And a guard was running after you. It's like, you finally found him?
Yes.
Did we?
Yep, totally found him. Completely found him. Nothing's wrong with him now.
And since it's getting late, I'm gonna end it right there.
police
Mission complete.
That's another letter to write.
So once we once we turn in the guy, we gonna go back to our respective sleeping locations.
I was guessing so.
Okay.
You guys can plot amongst yourselves how that will work.
So we still have the keys. I suppose we should go and pay for another night's sleep.
You guys make plot. I'm going to disappear into the abyss.
Night, Zach.
Good
Good
night.
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 I'm probably gonna be online, so if you guys want to message me, go for it. I'm just gonna be like trying to catch up on some gaming stuff.
How dare
Okay.
you?
So, are we going to just end the session with a long rest, or are we going to pick up back here?
I'll probably, like, for revity's sake, when we start speaking, for revity's sake, blah 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 happens, and blah 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 blah. And then you get a long rest. It'll be like a quick, like, after cap, I guess. Not a recap, after cap.
Hmm.
Okie doke.
Anyways, I'm gonna skedaddle skadoodle.
Okay.